All I have in this world, all I
What up, blood?
have in this world, all I have in this world.
They know where Carter at. Straight off the launching pad, marching on the moon, motherfucker. I've been to Mars and back, cleaner than laundromats. Jumping in something from other countries, companies junkie. You cannot order that. I flew there and took the water back. Oughta go to Iraq and get a car with gas and tell them crackers what with that. All I need is an automatic. Tick, boom, I'm a goon. I go zoom, smell the fumes from the rooms. Young tune in the room, give me room. Are you doomed? I am soon to get all my chips in the bloom. I will never be another groom unless I assume the bitch ain't giving up the womb to him in the room. MOB, let me bloom, let me boom. I pop early like firecrackers in the last week of June. I'm getting my lunch like noon. I gotta eat Scarface with diamond teeth.
I feel like that's the
for
loudest
real, my nigga, just come
I've ever been. I don't know what's happening right now.
Because it's from StreamYard.
Oh, they just have this on, or you have to input it in there.
Yeah, so basically I just drag music from my computer. No one cares. Drop it in here, background music thing, and then you can play it. You can adjust the volume.
Dog, I haven't heard this song in like 10 years probably.
He was fucking crazy.
Wayne went on a run.
Greatest rapper of all time.
Going on, y'all? Been a bit of a break, a bit longer than most would expect.
I think it took a week off. It's only a
Fucking
week.
dying last week, so I had to do what I did. Shout out to RSV.
Shout out to the fluke.
Y'all probably will never encounter RSV until you have a child. There's no way you're gonna get it.
I work with the public.
What the fuck is RSV?
RSV is some shit that really only toddlers get.
Yeah.
It's like the flu, but there's more of a cough with it, and you don't get like the stomach upset part doesn't really happen like the flu does. But everything else is like basically like the flu. So you got like the body weakness and all the rest of that shit. Head cold, and then the cough is like fucking rough.
So I don't think I ever had the flu. Nah, I definitely had it one time.
The flu is hell.
The flu is
I think
fucking
I had
awful.
something. You remember when everybody got sick like my senior year, Tyrell?
No.
No, because from like
Do you remember the thing of 2010?
What the fuck?
Nah, so
13 years ago. No, I don't remember.
nigga, remember like Lance got hella sick. He had like pneumonia or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that during a game.
I did. Cause I remember like,
And he
know,
got
Bird
everybody
got
else sick.
sick.
Yeah.
And then I remember like Julian got sick and he threw up in the middle of class. Like
No,
he was
I
like
would not have
shaking, like
remembered
he was
that.
about to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in
I do
like
remember
we had
He throws up in class, you weak bitch.
yeah, like we
go to the bathroom.
yeah, nah, it was in Mr. Baker's math class, the stupid
What?
math class. Did y'all ever take one of those?
Mr. Baker taught math.
Yeah. No, I took it was what was it? It
This
was
is a
applied
2x4. What is 2x4?
No, that's for real. No, that's what it was. It was applied math. So it was like it was having you do like math for like woodworking type shit.
Nah.
Yeah, that math
It was the easiest
Nigga,
class ever,
bro.
and I feel like Baker used to make football players take it just so he could fuck you over.
That's crazy.
Nigga, so like, cause I think
I
the
never
year
had a
before
class from Baker.
I took pre-cal, and then senior year they put me in like calculus or whatever was after like pre-cal whatever. I got in there the first day, and I was like, nigga, fuck this. That shit like some ancient scriptures,
Nigga.
that shit like hieroglyphics. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do this.
They
Hey,
put me in a
Jamal
trigonometry.
Go ahead.
Well, they put me in a trigonometry class, and that shit was so hard I couldn't even cheat my way to good grades. Motherfuckers let me copy their papers, and I was like, nigga, I don't know what this is.
I think it was Trig. Jamal got me eligible one year. Like, I don't know what the fuck was this had to be the start of the year, I think. Or no, it had to be I think it might have been for spring ball or some shit like that. I had something that I had to do, like that I had to turn in. It was like a bunch of shit, but like I think I just got dropped in that class and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And it was only like a 2-page packet or whatever. But I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Jamal's like, here, man. You took the shit and did it. So shout out to you for that.
Oh wow, you're a nice person.
Dog, dude, like geometry and like trig was fine, but dude, pre-cal was some bullshit. That's the hardest I've ever worked.
You
Dude,
blew through that shit too. It might have been like less than 30 minutes.
Dude, dog, trig was easy, but then like I don't
Wait,
know
Jamal,
how.
are you the math man? How did I never know this?
Fuck no, Michael's the math guy. That nigga's the
damn.
math king.
If you can do
But, dude,
trigonometry, you're the math man. You only saying that because
Dude,
he's Asian.
dog,
That's
I
what
didn't get trig till college.
Dude, pre-cal is so much different from trig. Cause I got like a decent grade in trig, and then I got the pre-cal. Dude, I remember first semester, I think I got a C minus, and my mom was pissed, bro. She was threatening to take away all my shit.
Did
My
you show her your
phone, my
homework? How hard that
game.
shit was?
Man, but my mom ain't trying to hear that. Dude, I remember like second semester, I got like a B. I swear it's the hardest I've ever worked in a class.
I
That
think
shit was
trig
crazy.
where they start bringing in like the imaginary numbers and shit, isn't it?
Yep.
Dog, that shit's when you got to do like cosine, tangent, and all that shit.
That
And
shit
I'm like,
is
bro,
I know you got that fancy ass calculator in your backpack. Leave that shit alone, player. Like we ain't touching that. You're
dude,
gonna
I
bust all
stole
this
one of those
down.
calculators from somebody.
Do either of you guys use math at all in your jobs, or like anything that's not done on a calculator for real?
Subnetting, that's about it. But
Yeah, nah, I don't.
it's honestly like it's not that you can't do subnetting on a calculator. It's just faster when I do that, like in my head, and I kind of enjoy getting to write that stuff down just because I rarely ever get to use those skills. So it's not that I can't use the calculator for it. I just kind of prefer not to at this point.
I got you. Yeah, they made it seem like they were like, you ain't gonna have a calculator all the times. That was cap.
No.
They're like, you're gonna need this algebra in your real life. No, the fuck, I'm not. I haven't used math in
The
decades.
reality of it is like time is money in business. Obviously, like even if like I'm salary, but like we bill our customer by the hour, so I can't just be wasting my fucking time like bringing out a whiteboard trying to make all my work by math. If I can do this shit a faster way, I got to do it the faster way. Like, that's it.
Time is money. That's a good way to put it. Well, we're
Damn,
recording.
I remember that now.
Day
Yeah, shout out to me.
Record.
I was smart.
Recording on a Thursday before the holidays get cracking. We got to just watch. Hey, shout out to Jamal. You get a Victory Thursday pod. Just all to yourself.
Yeah, there was a Thursday night game.
There was a football game that ended about 7 minutes ago. I'm surprised you forgot.
Y'all on a streak, aren't you?
Say what?
Y'all on a streak, ain't you?
On a 2 games
in a row.
Yeah.
Are we 2?
I thought it was more than 2. It's the Cowboys and
because 3 weeks ago the Lions fucking smoked us.
3 weeks ago they got that ass spanked. Somebody put belt ass on.
So y'all have won 4 of the last. I mean 3 of the last 4. Then.
Yeah, Lions might be good though.
Maybe more than that because y'all were. Man, hold on.
Did y'all beat the Ravens?
Y'all better not lose to Nick Foles this weekend. You talking all that shit?
Who's talking shit? That was honest husband. I'm saying the Jags are rolling right now.
No, I'm talking to Tyrell. They play Nick Foles this weekend.
When did I talk shit? Why are you like this?
Y'all better not lose to Jeff Saturday.
Yeah,
don't be the one.
If we lose to Jeff Saturday after the performance they put up on Sunday, I'm gonna have a lot to say about a lot of things.
Back to get up. That boy stinks.
Yeah. Well, you just got off, guy. But Blake, were you watching the game or were you on the game?
I was on the computer, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. And I actually need to pay attention because I have fantasy stakes this week. So
yeah, they won 3 of their last 4.
I know you were a Zach Wilson guy, man. What you think about what happened with him, man?
Are we gonna stop this?
No, because you still bring up Josh Rosen to this day.
Because you don't back off him though.
I've been backed off him. He's out the league.
He just got picked up. No, he just got picked up. I think he got brought up on the. Man, he got brought from someone's practice squad. Just this
He's
last
out the
week.
league, as far as I'm concerned.
Bro, he got benched, bro.
On an active roster.
Josh Rosen is basically Nathan Peterman without a 5-pick game. And so is Zach Wilson.
He's on the Vikings practice squad. There you go.
Zach Wilson had like 82 yards at the half, bro. Bro, he just be. I know like the weather wasn't like the best and like the super windy as rated, but Trevor looked just fine in it. And I know Garrett Wilson be calling him some shit like after all them like bad throws, like. And it's crazy. As soon as they brought in that backup Streveler, like they just looked a lot better.
I saw people saying Streveler was in, and I didn't know that was the quarterback. Did they bench Zach Wilson? Or did he get hurt?
He got benched.
Nigga, I can't think of the last time a team has missed on a QB like this. Like Josh Rosen might be the last one to where they're just like unplayable by the second year.
No, there's been some shit.
Yeah, no,
I'm talking.
RIP.
Yeah. Was he top 10?
I don't like how you went to the black man so fast.
No, I mean that might be it.
That's
though.
the last one I could think of.
Rosen,
there's somebody else.
Haskins, and Wilson.
Matter of fact, what's the rest of that class of the Wilson Lawrence one. EJ Manuel went up there too, I believe. I don't know. That
Trey
was
Lance was the third quarterback taken.
Trey Lance probably would be benched right now if he was actually playing. He fucking
I don't know.
stinks.
You
I
think
don't
he
know.
stinks?
I'm saying, okay, hear me out. Let me land. This podcast, 2 of the 3 members of the podcast have been adamant that Jimmy G is cheeks, right?
Yes.
But we also realized that the Niners offense doesn't ask much of a quarterback, and he's done well enough for them to keep on being successful every single time he's been the starter, right?
Yes.
Brock Purdy has stepped in and continued that, right?
Yep.
And so whatever Brock Purdy was, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the 7th round, he's been able to do enough to keep them rolling. But whenever it seems like Trey Lance plays, it's just fucking mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. Like, it's never like the Niners are going. It's like the Niners are trying to figure it out with Trey Lance. So so in my book, that says it stinks if it's an offense that doesn't ask much of you and you still look like you're struggling inside that offense.
Yeah. I'm wondering though if because of Trey Lance being such a high pick and like them thinking he's the future, if Kyle Shanahan like coaches him different than he coaches the other two, like asks him to do different shit because he's trying to build something else around him. But I feel like we've only seen him play like 3-4 games, right?
I guess so, but at the same time, you gotta just recognize that is bail you are throwing right there.
Sure, yeah. But I'm saying like I feel like if we'd seen him more, I'd feel better saying he just stinks altogether.
Okay.
Yeah,
you don't know how many games he's played now, right?
I am looking because I feel like he only played like in like 4 games.
He got hurt first game this year, right?
I'm just saying, look at that. Look at the preseason. Look at the time he stepped in the last year too. Like he's been poor in all of these occasions.
Sure. Hey, we seen Jordan Love look poor when he showed up last year, and he looked like a demigod when he played the Eagles 2 weeks ago.
In garbage time when they were getting their boots.
He's played
all I know is
2 games each of the last 2 years.
I just know a nigga. Somebody saw a quarterback that was running around doing 360s and throwing 80-yard bombs against Coastal Carolina.
Do you know what's funny though?
TCC Tech.
Brock Purdy's highlights look very similar to Zach Wilson's in college.
And his average starting lineman was 26 years old. And I just remember niggas was going crazy talking about crazy arm angles.
I saw a story actually last week that you'll love this, Jamal. BYU had to get a second plane for their bowl game because they're flying all the families and spouses of their players, not the parents, the spouses and families of their players, because most of their players are married and have kids.
No, dude, I'm telling you, man, he had a fucking 27-year-old lineman blocking for him. Those highlights, he had like 15 seconds to throw the ball each play.
Shut the fuck up.
Dog. And you and Chris Stills was going crazy over that shit. I remember we came in here before the draft. Hey, Jamal, he's it, man. I see it, man. I see him do some shit. I never seen that.
But look, I'll explain this shit again. Trevor Lawrence didn't have to make like more than one read on his college highlights. Yes, obviously he won more. He had more success. He won the Heisman. He has an arm gifted from God. He's hella fast in the open field. I recognize all of those. He didn't win a Heisman?
No.
I got a Heisman.
Nah.
Just 2 natties?
Yeah, just 2. No, just 1. He had the one his freshman year.
Either way, Trevor Lawrence was usually like looking at one side of the field, making one read, and that was it. Because his team had the better recruits, he'd out athlete, and he'd throw the better ball, and that was the end of it. Zach Wilson, his college highlights are still amazing. I don't give a fuck. Like he's a 27
because he had 15 seconds to throw the ball because his line is
on his side, dotting that shit down the field, hitting people in stride. Like I don't know what's going on with him now.
Teams, he didn't play well.
Huh?
Whenever he played decent teams, he didn't do well.
His team sucked. What's he gonna do?
Nigga. So his team's only good when they play bad teams?
His team was never good. That's my point.
Why does he have 40 seconds to throw the ball each pass on play?
He didn't.
His line was old as fuck.
Part of my thing was him making throws like falling on his side and shit. And that doesn't happen when you have 40 seconds to throw the ball.
Oh, so if you throw the ball and fall over, it makes it good. You just got.
He's doing it on a dot 25 yards down the field though. That's what I'm saying. Like the throws were incredible.
So if I throw a pass to Tyrell, you cover him and he catches it, but I fall over. Does that make me the number 2 pick?
Are you throwing it like 35 yards in the air on the money and Tyrell's catching it in stride and not slowing down at all?
I'm for sure not catching it.
And Tyrell gets both feet inbounds?
I don't think you're capable of doing that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But
if I do,
I don't know.
Number 2.
If you do it repeatedly in pads, yeah.
And our parents get to play line?
Against other like collegiate players?
Sure.
Nah, it's just four. So. It's just four of Blake and my dad rushing the passer. Shakur's dad dropping back in coverage.
Yeah, my point is like with the lack of talent around him, he made incredible plays and made the best of that offense. Versus like someone who had incredible talent around him in Trevor Lawrence and is obviously physically gifted, but it's like what you're asking him to do, it could be masking a lot of flaws inside of his what he is. That's was my whole point between the two. Like everything that we probably could guess Dak Wilson was, in my mind, was displayed in his college highlights. But with Trevor Lawrence, like you don't know because everything else around him is so good. It's like I don't know, like Georgia quarterbacks or some shit like that. The team is fucking stacked, and like he doesn't have much. You are Ohio State quarterbacks, the same thing.
Alabama quarterbacks.
Like you really don't know because it's like it's one read because they're throwing to another first round pick, and their line is all first round picks, and no one can stop them. So it's like he doesn't have to think much. He doesn't have to do much outside of like just make sure his arms are good to get it to the one guy.
Yeah, if you really think about it, a lot of the best quarterbacks that come out of college don't win for real like that. Like the guys from like the big schools that you named be coming in, it's like they can't get the shit done. And then you'll get guys who come from a smaller school or someone that's just not as good. Like Mahomes and Allen, both the two top guys right now, weren't like playing crazy in school. They were winning a little bit because Texas had decent. But like you kind of got to go to them shitty schools and figure stuff out. It's rare that we get like people thought Joe Burrow was going to be a bust because like the rest of his team is so fucking good it doesn't matter.
The LSU team was so goddamn good. It was like yo, like
and
come on,
happened to be like
can he really be that good?
Yeah, and they basically just gave him his LSU team in the league too, so it could still be the same thing. Yeah,
it's just funny just narratives, man. I just remember niggas was talking crazy.
But before Jamal brings him up another podcast, Zach Wilson fucking stinks. I recognize. Like, okay, I had a bad take. So kill me for stepping out on a ledge.
Hey, and next time Blake brings up Josh Rosen, somebody clip this and play that audio back so he leaves me the fuck alone.
I don't think I do that on here though. I just do it to you in text. I keep my shit away from the public.
I'm gonna screenshot it. And bring it here so someone's me.
But nah, man, we beat the Jets like 19-3. That's crazy.
That's my bet. You right. Hey, so yeah, the Jags have moved up to 7-8. If the Patriots lose to the Bengals this week, which I'm sure the Patriots are losing to the Bengals, Jags are gonna move up right outside the playoffs. And y'all would Tennessee fuck around, slip up. Jags might win that division.
Dude, they got a lot of injuries, man. I low key think.
Oh, trust me.
I could see Texas giving them some issues this week.
Texas giving everybody issues the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Watch it just be the Derrick Henry game where he has 300 rushing yards on like 30.
Very likely. Aren't they the team where like every time he's played them, he had 200 plus rushing yards? Yeah. Like he's done it 6 times and it's all against Houston.
Yeah. Something.
Not that it's easy, but I am surprised that no one has cracked that AP mark yet.
Of wait,
296.
Oh yeah, no. That's a fun.
Yeah, there's some very talented backs in the league right now. Like,
That's a lot of yards.
I'm just surprised that
McCaffrey had and shit. I don't think anybody's even probably done that all purpose. Like McCaffrey, who be catching the ball and running the ball, and Eckler don't really be running it. But.
Kamara had 6 touchdowns in a game and didn't crack 296. Like,
yeah. No, 296 is hard. I won't say it's untouchable. I feel like if someone's going to do it, it'd be Derrick Henry against like the Jags, where he likes to run for 99-yard touchdowns or something like that, or like Saquon
before the foot injury though. Like, I don't know, birth ain't the same now.
It is not.
He's still balling, but
he's still balling.
He can still break some runs on. Yeah, there is no burst anymore.
He's the strongest and fastest player on the field prior.
And he still probably has like 1,400 rushing yards this year, just looking like ass.
He's got like 12. Yeah, the fucking Josh Jacobs decided to be the best back this year, which is fucking random.
What you get to drink?
Me?
Yeah.
I just got a Sprite and put some liquor in it.
I didn't get that.
You going to Chick-fil-A? You supporting that place, brother?
Yes, Chick-fil-A is delicious.
Oh, okay. I just thought you were better than that.
I work with enough people of a certain group of individuals that still eat at Chick-fil-A. I think I got the green light. Okay. I am deeply allied with the Liga Bigotigas, and they eat at Chick-fil-A. I eat at Chick-fil-A.
We in the South, everybody eat there. Hey, speaking of the community, I think I might have had that experience today. I think I might have had a gay barber.
Wait, what?
Hey, yo.
Nigga, where you
The
get
man was
your
touching
haircut
on me.
I will say the lineup does look incredible. He knew exactly what the
Nah,
bitches
the
wanted to
haircut does
see.
look
We was
good.
our own like. So, I get my haircut on both, and the barbershop was like a bit slow when I went in there.
We see your
And
light.
his manager was in there when I went in. There's the only other person in there, and someone was in the chair getting the haircut. It was actually do with dreads. He was getting his shit like cleaned up around the side because he had it cut back or whatever. When the dude got out the chair and the manager left, he just starts talking to me like we're like boys from back in the day and like just regular or whatever. And I'm like, all right. He's like, this motherfucker, all this stuff. Like he's just talking regular as hell. But the door's close to the shop, so like no one else could hear anything. And I'm like, all right, like cool, whatever. Like this is a vibe. Like I'm gonna just talk to him, see whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Sitting down, getting my haircut. Dude just like
hitting on you.
So he'll like cut my shit down or whatever, but like we're talking and stuff. And like when he stops to talk, like he just leaves his hand on my shoulder.
Every time?
Every time. He never stopped touching me. He's like spinning me around and shit, like to cut my hair. And just always like have a hand on me.
Oh wait.
His voice is like, I'm not gonna do it, but the voice is the kind of thing that sets off the.
Wait, so you're telling me like when he turned you around to like line you up, he would stop and talk to you. He put his hand on your shoulder, facing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, would he be like looking you? Was he looking you in the face while doing this?
Price?
The
prices on base are like locked in place. So this all like he lined my face and stuff. This cost $13 on base, but it's implied that
13.
Yeah, it's implied that you tip. So I tipped him $20 because like I remember when I got my haircut in Tacoma, it would cost me
give
like
him a big tip.
It's also the holiday season, people. So like I'm trying, like I'm extra.
He was probably like, "Oh, that nigga like that."
I know, but like he like told me to watch the movie called like War of the
Wait
Roses.
till I
He was
see him
talking.
again.
No, he was telling me about his coworker who like who was because. Hold on, you said what did you say? All right, bro.
Tyrell's hella stupid.
I'm mad 'cause I'm cute. It's crazy. Y'all are mad because I'm cute.
He thought you were cute as fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I look cute as fuck. He was right.
Nah, that's a good haircut, bro.
Nah, just imagining like you sitting there and me like knowing the type of nigga you are, like him just putting his hand on his shoulder, looking at you, talking to you, is hilarious.
Man, I'm strong in my sexuality.
Man,
ain't no budge over here. I ain't worried about it. I think I'm cute all day. Ain't getting shit out me. But either way, like he's telling me about his coworker who was also married to an active duty military member, and then they got divorced. And he just like he said his coworker just walked and like let her take everything. And he said, I'd have been up in there asking for all types of spousal payment, and I need my Jordan budget and all this other type of shit or whatever. Just being extra sassy with it. And then he's telling me to watch
You said you weren't gonna do the voice.
Whatever. And he's telling me to watch the movie called War of the Roses. You guys ever heard of that?
No.
What the fuck is that?
About, I guess, this couple who they wanted to get a divorce, but they couldn't split the house, and they both ended up dying at the end.
Nigga, what?
I know. No. It's from the 90s. It has like Danny DeVito or some shit in it.
Oh, okay.
The dude was cool. I was just like, yeah.
Are you going back
one of
them?
the things where it's like,
I mean,
I would let him hair again. Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'd go back to it's a good cut.
So like book appointments.
His name is Will, though. I know that.
Oh, so you didn't get his number to like book appointments or shit?
You can't book appointments on post. You walk in the barbershop and pull a number. Whoever.
You can't like call him to see if he's there though.
You could call to see if he's there.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. That barbershop had like 4 black people, so I'd just go back anyways. Because the other one is like, no offense, it's full of Asian people and like that. I mean, they don't on the post. They know how to cut the other people's hair, not our people's hair.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel yeah.
I've done it. I've done it before, but my shit comes back uneven. I have to fix it myself, and I'm like, I just paid for this. I'm not gonna.
I remember my dad before my 4th grade like football team pictures took me to Shorty's, the like Asian hair barber place in Lakewood.
They got the vacuums on the clippers.
Yep, my nigga. My dad said just give him like an even all around, like even all around. You know, you a kid, they give you like the low Caesar or whatever. Nigga, she said, like Michael Jordan? My dad goes,
Oh, hey, yo.
my dad goes, no. Just like a one guard, even all the way around. She goes,
Jordan
okay.
in 83.
My nigga, when I got out that chair, my dad is like, the way they have it set up is like the booster here, and the way where you sit is like around a corner a little bit. So you're not like watching people get their haircut. Nigga, she cut my shit bald. Like, all.
I went to Shorty's in high school. It's $7.
My fourth grade football pictures, because we went immediately after my haircut. I am bald, black as fuck, because it's in August, wearing a black and white Al Davies uniform. I just look like a fucking like shadow of a bean or something.
The Express.
Dog, I fucking, oh my God. I was so mad. I hate looking at that picture. Just, I remember people like, because you know, niggas would do fresh cut. Niggas would do fresh cut and smack you in the back of the head. I was bald.
Now, putting on a football helmet right after a fresh cut is dangerous, bro. You want to dust that shit.
Bro. Yeah, no, fuck.
I did that after, like on a 2-day, I went to get a haircut in between, and I remember my helmet afterwards was just like full of like haircut. No, I mean it's just the time I had to go, so it was like full of like hair clippings. It was nasty.
You get that little bit of alcohol they put on, starts to run down in your sweat, fuck your whole eyes up.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2-days were so trash.
Bad.
It like, I do feel like the second practice wasn't as bad as the first one, but like. That shit was kind of trash.
I feel like they made a point to make the first practice bad. So it was like the second one can't be that bad, right? They just make you run half the fucking time.
I just that first practice, like where you first practice where you get your helmet, that shit sucks because like you're just trying to get used to it again. Getting the pass for the first time is honestly not bad though.
Nigga, you remember how sore you used to be after the first day of hitting?
Oh my
Niggas
God.
used to be sore as fuck.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't that bad with line. I don't know. At least for me, it wasn't that bad.
All right, Mr. Strong Guy.
I don't even know if that was the case. I just really wasn't looking for violence like that.
Niggas just be limping at school and shit.
I was trying to prove a point. You try to cripple people all the time.
Yeah, you did.
Blindside your own teammates in practice.
You did regularly lay out your own teammates. This nigga was Jonathan Abrams at Foss.
Damn.
The crackback god right there.
I don't think anybody ever picked him back up.
You got cut?
No, he got cut from the Raiders.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, he's schooling hard now.
He's nice on Madden, but yeah, no. Shout out to Jonathan Abrams.
If
you hear this, reach out. Come on the pod, be an interview.
We don't want to interview. No, why would I want to interview an ex-Raiders player?
Y'all ever watch Raw Room with Darren Bates and Jalen Collins?
Nah. Oh, I've seen clips of that show.
Yeah,
I've seen clips of it. I think we talking about fighting in the club and shit.
We're talking about everything, but just like the new rawest fashion.
Yeah, the rawest. I was watching. I was like, "Is this a retired player?" And he showed a picture of him in his pads from this season. I was like, "You're talking like this mid-season?"
No, Darren Bates don't play no more.
Oh, I swear he showed a picture from this season where he's like,
he's played recently though. Like he played for the Mike Vrabel Titans and I think the Raiders before that. He played for Jess Fisher of the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Right. Y'all seen them clips with Dion and Shannon Sharp?
I watched the whole thing.
I gotta watch the whole thing, but nah, those clips.
And he said, "That's why you my boy, man. You always gonna be 8 toes down. It's fucking wild."
I sent that shit to y'all.
No, yeah, that's what I see.
When you sent that, well, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Say them clips. It was the shit I sent you.
Yo, when he said, "Why is that so like that?" He was like, he said the homies is gone. Oh, that shit had me dying.
He said if you stand your toe up straight, you go from a size 9 to a size 12. He said the shit was leaning like it's on a fence.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that nigga's foot did look like a
nigga saying somebody's 8 toes down is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn, nut.
So that's how I know he held the country, because he said, "Man, you ain't no good." I remember my grandma used to say that shit all the time.
The lady massaging his foot's like trying not to laugh at him.
I didn't even think. I wasn't even looking at her. I didn't even think about that.
She looks up at Shannon at one point and is just like trying to hold back a smile. It was hilarious. Oh my goodness! All right, hey, what is fan time? Is that like OnlyFans?
Yeah. So, y'all know who Paige Van Zandt is?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, Paige Van Zandt used to fight for the UFC. She really she's like this little blonde girl. She was on it. She got pushed by them right when they signed the Reebok deal. It was literally her and Conor McGregor like two athletes that they were really like getting behind to like blow up the Reebok thing.
Yeah.
But it's just because she's like blonde and like attractive, big boobs or whatever. So like she just fits the branding or and all that shit.
Big boobs or whatever.
Yeah. So she was the one who like she left the UFC and then went to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And when she did that, she started it was called Fan Time. And she like really blew that shit up. To the point where I think she like probably makes more money that just from fighting at this point.
I've definitely heard of that name before.
Fast forward down the line, other athletes have joined Fan Time. It's similar to like OnlyFans, Patreon type of deal. Mandy Rose from the WWE, she was the NXT champion currently. She had been on the main roster for a long time, went back down to NXT, and then really has like blown up on NXT as part of like this Toxic Attraction stable or whatever. She's been making Fan Time content for I don't know how long, but she got dropped from the WWE because her Fan Time content got too explicit. She posted like this video on there of her riding her boyfriend who's also WWE talent. But they both had on like underwear, but it was just considered too explicit. And she's like posted shit that it's like a thong. She has a thong on, but like you could like see like her butt hole underneath the thong.
And so she got fired, of course.
And she got dropped. The Triple H was like, this not in my house. This is not PJ. But I think it's like the first time I've heard of like a professional getting dropped from something because of stuff they do, like adult content they're making on the side.
For sure.
Yeah. Nah, man.
She said, I looked it up. She said she's made $500K on there since she's been dropped. Like since whenever she got dropped, she's made $500,000. So
yeah, she's made millions prior to that because I guess somebody did the math. She had like 7,000 likes or some shit. And you can only like stuff like you're subscribed, and her subscription's like $50.
Damn.
So people were like, "Yo, she's been making bank over there."
Damn, chicks is over there cleaning up on them freaky
sites. Like, did y'all see like the little menu she had? The little secret menu?
No,
I did not.
Tell me more.
The dick rating things is very popular in this space too. And she's been apparently making a killing on that.
That is super popular. I'll see those videos pop up, and you got to be a wild man to like.
You seeing the dick ratings pop up?
No, they won't show it. It'll just be the chicks like sitting there naked reading them. Hey, certain corners of the internet got certain things, right? I didn't realize how wild that sounded. They don't show the dudes. It's just be the chick talking.
You'd be like, nah, that ain't. I wouldn't give that a 6.
Hey, yo.
That's a 4 at best.
Jamal, do you have the menu pulled up, please?
Oh, I'm trying to find out. I saw this shit like last week.
Video up.
Oh, you scrolling back a week? Never mind. I don't even care.
Nah, somebody posted it in a group chat I was in, like her menu.
Oh, you saw on the Discord? That's crazy.
No, he left when John Kitna's son joined.
Yeah, yo. Here we go. Mandy's secret menu, Fan Time. So tow photos and tow videos, $15, $25. Feet pics and feet videos, $25, $30.
Damn, okay.
Small sports bra, $18. Explicit gym content is $22. Dick rating is $25. She got closet play for $30. Thong video, $35.
Closet play?
Yeah, let me see what it says. It says, I can try on different outfits for you. Videos of me stripping. That's in the description.
Okay.
Yeah. But nah, she got hella shit on here.
Sending your dick in and with $25 just to see like what she says looks like is fucking crazy.
Your shit little.
Like if you get that's crazy. That's a crazy fetish to have. Like just to have people tell you what they think you're a dick. That makes me feel like you would send unsolicited dick pics so you want to get people's reaction. And I feel like
crazy.
You creepy. They tell you not to yuck people's yum, but ugh. Push it.
Oh man. Right. Nah, man. The internet is crazy, man. It's a crazy world we live in.
So if y'all could pick sports to mix with basketball, like we've had slam ball, we've had basketball. What are some other sports you think would mix good with basketball?
Is this leading into something, Blake? Something you saw?
This is
Ice skating.
ice skating. No,
Is that hockey?
No, I mean, yeah, I get what you're going through. Like hockey, you know, you got some physical contact in there that might spice it up a bit. But let's get even more physical with basketball. Let's step it up. What do y'all think about mixing MMA and basketball?
Oh,
I saw this video, bro.
What? Excuse you?
Yeah, show Tyrell.
I'm sorry. That sounds illegal in at least one state. It's
You
several
know how
states.
much of a
It's in
fucking
Russia,
loser
so
you gotta be.
nothing's illegal
Oh,
except hash pins.
In Russia, illegal.
Just hash pins and Ukrainians.
Why the photo you decided to use of Antonio Gates this week looked like you about to slap life out of Phillip Rivers?
Oh,
Yeah,
because
he
he
does
was. Oh shit!
Oh,
shit! I haven't
Did he
seen
just-
this one.
You just
He
break
broke
the
the
rim,
back for it.
nigga. They're actually in an octagon though.
This is all Khabib's cousins.
I
Wait,
saw
they
one
don't
in a gym where like
They
niggas
don't
were
have
wrestling.
gloves on. You said it's bare knuckle boxing, and
No, it's MMA in basketball.
they're not wearing gloves.
They're locked up in the back. This dude did a takedown over here. Hold on.
He did a takedown and then broke the backboard.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that one.
Nigga.
They're gonna get to it. Let's go. Okay. Where the fuck is the ball?
Are they 69ing? What is happening right
I don't know. That was like seemed like this was the same team grabbing each other. Oh, he had the ball. You don't gotta dribble. Steph Curry. Oh shit.
now? Nigga,
Bro, you
they're
gotta be
using
such a loser to do like
the
actually
basket
do this.
outside of the ring looks like some shit that would just be on the side of the road. Like this is a base.
I think they switched from a glass backboard to that one because of the one that broke before.
That makes sense.
Has to be.
I don't think you were allowed to punch though, is the only thing. But yeah, you can like wrestle and grapple to get the ball back.
That doesn't sound fun.
This
It
is
doesn't.
dumb as fuck.
They're
If you do
barefoot.
this, you're a
broke
fucking
the back.
loser.
Yeah, no. I mean, all right. I mean, it's an option though. So I mean, if you still got hoop dreams, head on over to Russia. You could play Baiter ball.
Man,
Hey,
this
I'm
is just
gonna keep it a
this
buck.
some bromance shit where you just
I
want to
thought this
wrestle
was
with your
like-
homies and play
When I see this
basketball.
on the agenda, I thought this was Bader ball, so I thought it was gonna be some like freaky ass Jamal shit where he talks about
What?
I don't know.
Nah. This is some sick shit.
Oh, hey, before we move on, I forgot.
Danny
because we
Fortune
didn't
will kick ass over there, bro. I don't know.
I forgot because we didn't record last week that I owed Jamal a public apology for not fully telling him what happened at my vacation in Vegas.
Oh man,
I left out an
you
important
got to
detail
tell the story.
that I felt like I should have shared on the podcast, and Jamal reminded me. And that's my bad. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as a friend. So, as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I went to Vegas. My wife, some of the homies and stuff. My cousin, who's a Raiders fan, came down to Link. His birthday was like a couple days after we got back. So we, first night there, we went out to the casino and shit. People were still flying in. So we're like, oh yeah, once you get to your hotel, come meet us down at Circa, one of the little casinos down there. So we gambling, we taking shots, drinking and shit. Everybody's pretty drunk. And my cousin, this is our first, he's from Seattle, I'm from Tacoma. We didn't really grow up like hanging out together until like the last couple of years, right? So this is our first time like really linking and like going out together. This nigga got incredibly drunk, was having a great time. At one point, yeah. So at some point, Black, our homie from Vegas, shout out to Black, his boy works at this bar, so he gives us buys us some shots or whatever. So we're like 6-7 shots in. I found out later my cousin really only drink beer for real. They were like, yeah, if you ever get him to take like 3 or more shots in a night, shit's getting wild. So we take these drinks, and I see my cousin like looking over my shoulder, like mugging somebody. I'm like, oh fuck, this nigga hood as hell. We about to get into a fight. He walks up to this buff black dude with a fucking chain on, and he goes, hey nigga, I hella know you. And I'm like, oh shit. And the dude kind of big. He looked like he got money, like he wearing a nice fit. He got a big ass chain on or whatever. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's like a rapper that he knows or like somebody he knows that's like famous or something. But I don't recognize the dude. He's like, hey man, nigga, like you that nigga or something like that. Like, let me get some numbers. And the dude gives him the dap where you dap somebody, they go in for a hug and you like stick your arm out all tight, like, okay, you stay over there. He gave him that move. And he's like, responding like, oh, I can't just give you no numbers. I had to do this shit the hard way. Like, you can't just walk up to a nigga and ask him for some numbers. And our whole group is like, what the fuck what is he talking about? Like, who is this person? So I like try to grab my cousin, pull him away because the dude's like very clearly like trying to get away from him or whatever. But my cousin's like, he's hitting me with fucking like Michael Strahan swim moves and shit. Like, nigga, let me get some numbers, nigga. Like, talk like saying just random shit. And I'm like, man, what's going on? So we leave.
Blake is like, what the hell's going on?
We leave.
I know who it is because y'all said the name in the other chat. I'm not saying nothing though, but I'm just this is crazy.
So we leave, and my cousin,
real motherfucker.
My cousin starts like drifting back towards him and says something like, "Between the two of y'all don't fuck like 1,000 bitches, nigga. Like, come on, don't be selfish or something like that." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay, so I pick my cousin up and we leave.
Well, your brother was with him.
What did you say? Yeah, some light skinned dude.
Oh, never mind.
It was some light skinned dude. I don't know who it was. I didn't know he had a brother. That's new information.
Y'all know his brother. We can talk about it.
So I pick my cousin up. We go outside. We're standing like trying to find the Uber spot.
Yo, Blake,
and
fucking stupid.
We go outside. We're standing there. We're trying to find where our Uber is going to pick us up at. And these two like security guards dressed in like full police uniforms walk by, and my cousin goes, "Row, row, row," and like barks at. And he did like a hand motion and barked at him, and they both were like, "What the fuck?" So we immediately like, "Oh, he's drunk. Sorry, leave him alone." And then he's like, "Nah, I just wanted to see if they was awake, paying attention." So we finally get our Uber, and I'm like, "Markel, who the fuck? Like, who was that nigga? Like, do you know him? Is he a rapper?" He goes, "Nigga, you know him?" I was like, "I have no fucking clue who that was." And Black goes, "Nigga, that was Rico Strong." My cousin fanned the fuck out and like almost assaulted a male porn star that we ran into at the casino. And I was like, "Nigga, that was a porn star, nigga? You did all that over a male porn star?" I'm going to make fun of him every time I see him for the rest of his life. But he had to be physically removed from the situation.
I'm going to say, look, so I probably would have been saying like you are right now because I'm not like dumbass familiar with his work. Like that. I'm not even trying to be cool or anything like that because we got plenty of crazy horny shit on this podcast. So this is God's honest truth. But I watched his No Jumper interview. That's a cool motherfucker. That's all. He's from the same hood as Snoop.
Okay, I'm sure he is a cool motherfucker. I feel like it would be weird.
His brother, is Prince Nasheed. I think his name is.
Who?
Prince something. Prince. Yeah. Oh, Prince. Yeah.
Something. Nah, you're not. That's not his brother.
The motherfucker's like your dad. Yeah.
Hey, yo, relax.
A bald dude.
Prince Joshua's his dad?
Yeah, his brother, yeah.
Oh, yeah, his brother. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Hold on, I'm looking him up.
I'm about to type in his Joshua.
Yeah, yo.
It's funny.
Shout out to your
It's so funny because when you type it in with brother, I thought it would like bring up something. It's just this stuff of him playing a brother.
Mm-hmm.
Is this somebody I should know? Is his brother also a porn star? Because if so, I won't know.
Yeah, if you've probably seen them like both hit Pinky before.
Oh, I know this guy. Oh, they do look
they
like
both wear like probably Timbs and shooting sleeves. Like it's them too.
You and your sibling deciding like, hey, we should go into the porn industry together. Or maybe not together, but like crazy. If you see your brother doing, you're like, I could fuck better than that. I'm about to go get some money.
They're from the trenches, and one just like got out and started making hella money having sex.
Don't say don't say one got out like the nigga made it.
You really did though.
Nah, hey, it took him out the hood. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
In a flyest way. Matter of fact,
honestly, because like obviously I don't know anything about Rico Strong's personality. I know very little of his work. That does make me a little bit more concerned. Like this. My cousin a hood nigga, but this is maybe a more hood nigga, and you ran down on him and that started asking him for porn stars numbers. He treated you very well for how that could have went.
Y'all gotta see how like I don't know, kind of just how thorough he keeps it though. I'm telling you, watch that No Jumper interview. Like it's funny because he talks about like how the industry, the streets smell talent, and they try to get you to like sell out and to like do sucker shit, which is how he kind of referred to it. But shout out to the community. I mean, you're not suckers.
Oh. Rico, we were wondering, have you ever considered sucking some dick? Like, oh. No.
Oh, not a chance.
Oh,
He's just a, I don't know. He's a very, I think, down to earth individual, and like hearing him give his takes on him working with different talents and whatnot.
oh, that might
Very
be entertaining. Yeah, I'll check that out.
I don't know.
shout
Like,
out
getting those rare glimpses into spaces, like where you really get to see behind the curtain, it's always very interesting to me. Like today, I learned about English horse riding, which I didn't know anything about before today.
What is that?
You ever seen that video like with Snoop and Kevin Hart where they're watching the Olympics and you're like, hey, the horse is crip walking, cuz I need him in my video.
Oh yeah,
that's called dressage. That's one form of English horse riding.
That shit's like be like dancing and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when they do like jumping, and there's one other like discipline of it that's also a part of English horse riding. It's like where they wear the fancy high boots, the nice jackets, like they wear gloves when they ride and shit, the white gloves.
Is that like equestrian shit? Like we don't do that here?
No, we do equestrian stuff here, and we do English here too. But we do English and Western. Like Western is Western's like rodeo, barrel racing, roping. Yeah. That's all Western. That's like cowboy boots, belt buckles, the hats, the chaps and shit like that. That's all Western shit. English is like what you see like the fancy rich ass people do. You probably seen it in movies and shit. I don't know, like Parent Trap or some shit. Where they like the motorcycle cop looking boots, like the high leather black boots,
like hats and shit.
The helmets look like hats. Yeah. All that fancy shit. That's English.
Huh. Y'all fuck with horses? Would y'all go horseback riding?
So equestrian. Wow, I did not know equestrian was just anything with riding a horse. I thought that was like the name of the sport. Interesting. The more you know.
I've ridden a horse before.
Oh, what about you, Tyrell?
You said would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Nigga, I'm scared of horses. I don't.
Oh, you did. You did say that during when Blake asked us about.
No. My wife's a former rodeo rider.
What?
That's funny. That's hella random.
She rode rodeo like as a kid in like middle school and all that shit. Yeah.
Your wife is really the Terminator.
She's different, bro. She's training for a 50-mile race right now. I've probably said that before in here, but like she's different.
Like ultra shit or whatever.
Mm-hmm. She's done a 40-something mile already. I'm gonna be like her one day when I grow up. I'm telling you.
I would love. I can't wait to never do any of that shit. What crafted your? It's funny. What crafted your fear of horses, but you're perfectly okay with like camels, which are much scarier than horses.
Nigga, a horse is just a big ass wild animal, bro. I just feel like I'm a horse. It's just like, yo, fuck
the
this.
furthest thing from wild.
It's just, yeah.
Hey Jamal, have you ever seen them big ass horses? Like, have you went to the fair and went into the horse stables where they have like not just the horses you see on the side of the road, but like the Clydesdales and shit?
Shits, bro.
Nigga, we seen them at the fair this year. Them horses is for real, like 12 feet tall.
Yeah,
like,
seeing
that shit in person, I could see. Seeing a regular ass horse is like okay, whatever. Them ones are scary as fuck.
They're like the furthest thing from wild. Like they're probably more domesticated than dogs and cats. We probably have had them like under domestication longer than dogs and cats.
Yeah, unless you find a literal wild horse, they're like they're wild ones, but you ain't gonna just stumble across one.
You ain't gonna run into that. I've seen wild horses before though. I have. When you drive from Ellensburg to Portland,
when they're running.
Now they were driving.
I've seen them running. I've seen them standing still. When you drive from Ellensburg to Portland, you drive through the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's wild horses out there.
When they be having them videos of like a pack of like 6 wild horses just running, that shit look hella cool. Because you see 1 or 2 maybe, but like they just having the groups of them just running down on shit.
Yeah.
What a wild man. Yeah. Wild animals in general are scary. Like you see a giraffe and it's like, why does this exist? Talk about a Pokemon. Most animals are Pokemon. Other than dogs and cats that we think of. Them shits is always kind of scary.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with animals like that, bro. Like dogs and cats are cool, but anything else? Nigga, I remember when we was in Hawaii, there was like an iguana or a lizard like got in the thing, bro. I couldn't sleep that night.
Hey,
is it still here?
Seeing iguanas, we seen a big ass iguana when we were in Mexico, and that shit was like blending in with the rocks and stuff. That shit was as big as hell. Some shit you step on, it's like I don't know if I can win this one.
Speaking of snakes, let's get to these slimes, man.
Oh man, hey, they on Gunner's ass.
YFL is apparently a gang, folks, and they've committed criminal acts, and someone has proof of it. They've seen it happen.
I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know anything about anything. people are saying that Gunna didn't snitch because he took like a plea deal and they can't use any of that information in other cases. He sounded like he told a lot of information on the stand.
The court video was nasty.
Because it seems like what he admitted to was the whole reason that YSL was in trouble in the first place. Like they were trying to prove that they were a gang. So I feel like
they're trying to fight to prove that they're just a musical group. But he said, "No, it's a gang, and I've seen them do criminal things."
That's crazy.
Freddie Gibbs said, "Push and plea."
Hey,
I couldn't.
It sounds good. I like it.
I don't know. Hey, Gunna, he need to do an interview. He need to go to No Jumper. Go somewhere.
Go talk to Angie Martinez. She make everything better.
There you go. Because that video was disgusting.
Or talk to Angela Yee like Rich Homie, not Rich Homie Quanda Rondo did. Like, ma'am.
Dog, he said they are a gang and I've seen them commit the acts. Like, nigga, wait.
Ain't that what they've been saying they aren't? It's crazy.
I don't think you're supposed to say that. Oh, man. Yeah. Do people keep fucking with him? He make better music than someone like Tekashi, who people kind of just left alone after it was like, okay, he admitted that he was snitching, even though we knew. Gonna make way better music than that. Did like industry people keep fucking with him, even though he like very clearly told on everybody's friend, like everybody likes Thug for the most part.
I think for that type of like public stance that happened, I think this has to all kind of finish. Because since Gunna did what he did, I think they said like 7 other people who are involved in the RICO have also pled out. But obviously their things didn't get as public as Gunna did. We didn't see like the video in the court and all that shit.
Yeah, we don't care about those other people.
But I mean, as far as like as it pertains to the case, we don't know what they said in their pleas, what that means to the overall thing. But it obviously seems like the person they're trying to get in all this is Young Thug, is Jeffrey, is King Slime. He seems to be their target. So we have to kind of see how all this thing factors into something, because it could be a plan by the defense somehow to
have everybody else plea out or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this doesn't mean as much as it sounds like it means, but it just the opinion of myself, of many others, Tyrell included, people online, all that shit. Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer. I don't know if you ever heard of him as well. He's a lawyer on YouTube who like reviews like hip hop shit. It all sounds like what Gunna did definitely can be used against YSL, and it's not good. He can also be called to testify, which doesn't mean he has to say anything, but at the same time, he is going to get brought into the stand probably. He can plead the 5th at that point, but yeah, it's already at this point. He's given them something that they've been trying to prove. He said it, so like I don't know, like that's
it's nasty work. It's extremely nasty work.
Is hilarious.
I'm very interested to see what his career looks like going forward, because like
it's not good in hip hop. Like that's not.
Nah, people were pulling up like him and Thug got a song called "Take It to Trial," and they're like, "I'm not listening to this nigga anymore." Like you're clearly a liar.
But hey, the music differently.
It doesn't sound good. Yeah, I mean he doesn't talk about not snitching and top off, so I'm gonna just keep listening to that over and over again. That's Hey, but at the same time, listen, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll put myself in many positions where I'll need to snitch. But I feel like people clowning on people for snitching. I feel like it's a lot easier to do it when you're not in the position where you can't snitch.
Oh yeah, you gotta think about that. We regular like civilians though. Like,
but even niggas who are like gang bang a little bit, will be like, oh, you niggas would snitch. Like, hey, somebody tell you, hey, you can do 60 years or you can do 60 months or 60 days or whatever. You ain't just admitting to 60 years for funsies, nigga. Like,
ain't no a little bit though, man. Like you choose to live by that life, make money in illegal ways and shit like that. Then like you're supposed to stick to the code. Like we all collect W-2s. We don't have to stick to no fucking code except the code of conduct we sign when we sign our fucking job applications. So like,
I don't know about you, man, but I don't talk to police.
Hey,
only thing you're supposed to say to what Cameron say? Only thing you're supposed to say to an officer is hey officer, how you doing?
No, I won't talk to police either. I just don't think I'm doing anything right.
You hit my car in a fucking parking lot, you did. I'm calling the police. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I hate when police be trying to say shit to me when I be working. I always say underneath my breath, like that's my
regular fucking life. Fuck out of here.
What do policemen say to you while you're working? You know, where'd you get that mail suit, boy?
They're like, hey, good morning. I just like,
You are doing illegal things. Stay the fuck away from me. I will call the police.
Okay.
I don't have time for it. You're not fucking up my life. I'm just as a 31 adult husband / father. Like you were not bringing me down with you. Fuck you.
That's why I'm saying that for Gunna. I know Gunna a Crip. I don't know what kind of things Gunna has done in his life.
He's stuck. He's supposed to stick to the code. Big U said he had hands and he knew about it.
Gunna is supposed to stick to the code. I just think it sounds good to say stick to the code, but when they like, listen, Sergio, we know what you did, and we're giving you 60 years. He's probably like, I mean, listen.
He should have lit up when they said 60.
Whatever number they said.
That's my shit.
Oh my goodness. You're right. I didn't.
60 years is a long time.
That's a long time. Hey, if I do, never mind. I'm not gonna incriminate myself further. I'm just saying, hey, don't do nothing illegal with me. I don't want no smoke.
You say you gonna stitch?
Hey, Jamal, if me and you in a car together, you shoot somebody and they think it was me, I'm like, the fuck.
No,
hey.
you're supposed to take the time. Eat that shit like some Scooby snacks. I take care of your family.
Eat that shit.
You're broke. You make the same amount of money.
Y'all was stealing $1,200, bro. You ain't about to feed nobody. Like,
nigga.
It's probably writing you in jail.
I see your camera quality right now. I'm not taking a charge for you,
$40 a month. What'd you expect?
That's crazy.
Yo, why are we so fucking vertical at your house?
I can see your fucking ceiling.
Why can't I see your ceiling?
I got my desk in here. I moved it.
Yeah, you're not taking care of my family. You don't even have a desk in your room. Fuck you. I'm not taking no charge for you.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Who
I'm not gonna
take a charge for.
I'm not gonna call them. But
you take a charge for your little brother?
Absolutely.
I'm
not taking a charge for
on the years.
Nah.
I'm not going to jail for nobody.
It depends on what the nigga did. Because if it's a time that I'm willing, it's an amount of time that I'm willing to do, then he can do it just fine. Like if it's 60 days, he can do 60 days. No.
So you want to take 3 years on the chin for your brother?
Nah, he's younger than me. He got more life to live.
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody close to me gonna have it worse in jail than me. I don't have any other black males who are like young in my family.
I thought you was a real nigga, Tyrell. I guess not. That's crazy.
Why? What is? In what situation would I have to take a charge for anybody else?
I'm saying, your brother let the hammer off on somebody, but they think you did it. You like, hey, little bro, like I'll do this for you. Don't worry about that. You just go get your life together.
I'll do 3 years for you.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
What about 1 year?
Nah, I'm good. Hey,
you can't do a year for your brother.
What type of
he could do a year.
What kind of nigga?
What type of crime is getting him and his brother mixed up?
Yeah. Nah.
Last time I saw your brother, he was like 115 pounds. And like
he is now he bought a little bench press set for his room. He's been curling. He's up to a solid like 140, 135. Okay. Yeah, 135. He's still a stick, but he got a little bit of bicep when he flexed real hard.
That's crazy. If I had a brother, I'd be like, hey man, I got you, bro. I got that.
You have two sisters right now. One of your sisters came and was like, Jamal, listen, I got into a fight and I slit this girl's throat. Say it was you. You would do it?
But
we got her on camera relieving the scene running a 4-4.
I mean, that's what you do, man. You gotta take other people's time, makes you a real nigga.
Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind next time I need to do something felonious. Because me and you from far enough away, I'll just shake my hair real fast. We'll look
alike. Get all the shout outs in the rap song.
You don't rap.
No, I'm saying like other niggas rap. Like y'all gotta start rapping. If I go to jail and I get out, I'm definitely rapping.
Yo, DP gonna put you on a song.
Oh,
that's about it. It's the only rapper I can count on giving you a shout out.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking a charge for you ever.
Maybe fly come out of retirement.
Nigga, you can rot. Fuck out of here. Yeah. No, I'm not taking a charge for nobody. Hey, you ever watch stuff about jail? You watch like 60 Days In and shit like that? Nigga, I am not going to jail ever.
I love jail content. That shit horrible.
Not jail content.
I'm not going in there.
I see motherfuckers. Them niggas make sex toys out of plastic bag and they make liquor in the toilet. I am not ever going to jail. Nigga, are you crazy?
Yeah,
They do be doing some crazy shit in there.
Spreads be like 8,000 milligrams of sodium.
Look, could you
Kill
imagine
you in
me?
your sleep.
You imagine me going to jail during football season, nigga? Are you out of your fucking mind? I got video games to play.
Look,
I'm going home.
Niggas be
they
having
be buying
PS3s in jail though.
They be buying them big ass fucking corner store pickles in a pack because they like them. Which is crazy.
I am good. I'm 100% good. No thanks. Yeah, no.
Nah.
I'm not pussy, but I'm not. Hey, it is okay to be pussy. And jail is not for me. Hell to the no. I
eating these fucking stocking stuffers, baby.
Yeah, whenever people post them like, oh, would you $10 million, but you got to go to jail for a year? Kiss my ass. I'm not going to jail.
If I could guarantee I don't get stabbed and don't get raped, I'll do it. For
you can't guarantee that.
You cannot negotiate that shit. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, if you can negotiate that,
you can't. There's no negotiation. The person you're gonna have to negotiate with is the person who's like, I'm about to rape you, nigga.
I've seen this video where this dude was talking about. Nicely. It was a white British dude. He was talking about, or I think it might have been Australian. He said like he was locked up and he had been in there for some time, and then some dude came in and he had got locked up for like a DUI or some shit like that. But he had like these nice like Nike like trainers on or whatever. But since he got in an accident for the DUI, his leg was like all like stapled together and shit like that. And he still had these nice ass shoes on. And he said he told the dude like, hey, if you give those shoes to this one guy in this pod, you'll be good. Nobody will fucking touch you. And the guy was like, I don't need to do that. I'm not worried about that. I ain't giving these shoes up.
Oh.
He said it wasn't but like a week later, the alarm was going off and like he was going back to his cell because like they were supposed to go to lockdown to go to your cell when the alarm's going off. And he walked past the cell and he seen the dude like laying on the ground. His leg was like bust open like fucking roast beef, just bleeding everywhere, and didn't have his shoes.
That's crazy.
No, thank you. You go to the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong person. It's a completely different experience. Jamal, you watched every episode of Oz, and you talking about you want to go to jail. They was raping
I'm not trying to go to
episode
jail in the States. Where's the jail where niggas be like
like Denmark, Sweden, or some shit?
Yeah, I'm going to jail in Denmark.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you taking a charge for somebody as long as they did that shit in Sweden.
Didn't Eddie Jake describe like the smell of like, or describe the experience of like smelling like feces in the air because someone was getting violated?
Oh no.
I'm like, yo, cut me the fuck out. But if you pick one state to not go to jail in, do not go to jail in Florida or prison, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, I thought Rikers Island was prison. That's just a jail. I didn't know.
It's just a jail. Yeah.
It's a jail in a city with 4 million or 40 million people. How many fucking people they got there? Yeah, it's nasty work. Yeah, you be hearing about that shit. Like, 8 prisoners that died this year because of unknown reasons. Like, nah, nigga, guarantee I won't die, stab, or get raped. Nah, I'm not going to jail for a second.
They let Epstein get suicided in that bitch. Not that saying he didn't deserve it, but I'm just saying, like, that's a high profile motherfucker, and somehow he fucking died. Like,
sorry, the cameras were turned off. We all took a nap. Our bad.
Yeah,
don't know what happened.
Like, come on, bro.
Sorry.
What you gonna do to you? You ain't know. They don't care about you.
You think they got him out of here on purpose?
I don't know if he's about here. He's on whatever island they've been hiding Tupac on for the last 35 years.
The shit was questionable. Is all I'm saying.
It's extremely questionable.
The
guards saying we went to sleep and the cameras just so happened to turn off during that time. That means somebody planned for that shit to happen.
Somebody was like Sam Fisher in that bitch.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'd be afraid to do like basic illegal shit.
This is the winner's full draft.
Hey, yo, no bullshit. I was at Winco last week, and I was going through the self checkout, and I didn't want to grab a cart, so I'm carrying shit in like both hands, and I had a Powerade under my arm. So nigga, I check out everything, and I'm like, oh nigga, I didn't pay for this Powerade, and then nigga, like it's still in my arm. I was like, man, they probably gonna trip. I was like, nah, I went back, I paid for that Powerade by myself. And it was like everything all right. I'm like, oh yeah, I just forgot to ring this up. Whatever. She's like, oh, everything's fine. I'm like, yeah, right, bitch. Like, there's some security guards out here. I ain't finna steal no power.
Get him.
I was like, hell no. You're not gonna get me.
You heard the ring bell go off. Ding, ding, ding.
The only reason I felt comfortable doing that dining dash is I knew Buffalo Wild Wings wasn't gonna do shit about it. We was gonna be gone by the time. Yeah, we had some awful
Yeah.
service the first week of the NFL season, so we
It
died a
was
death.
fucking terrible, dude. It was.
I thought we talked about this on the show.
Didn't we?
Don't leave it where it is. It never happened. Just don't give him the ammo.
It was his fault though. If that helps.
Nah, it was my plan.
Yeah, no, it was. I just followed his lead. Tyrone's the leader of our friend group.
And Jamal wouldn't have snitched. Good to know. If we got caught, I was like, officer, it was him. I don't know. He would have done.
Y'all can't pod from Walla Walla. You better relax.
Says who? Niggas got whole albums from prison.
I don't know. I ain't seen it from Washington prison.
That's true.
I don't think y'all are a little top either.
All right. I don't know what little top means, and now I'm upset.
That's NBA Youngboy.
Oh, okay. That works. I am not him. Henry Cavill. Is that his name? Is it Cavill? Cavilli?
I think it's Cavill.
No longer Superman. They made him quit The Witcher to go be Superman. And they were like, actually, we're not doing Superman. Sorry.
James Gunn said, "You're not my Superman." So
bye. That's crazy. I know
they're resetting everything. No Black Adam. The Rock is out of there too. They hard resetting everything in DC.
I think that's smart. Most of the shit they got stinks. Hey, I watched Aquaman for the first time when we were on vacation. That movie is ass.
What? You know, like Aquaman?
All right, bitch.
No, that movie.
You know, all them shit you be saying about Marvel loyalists, get them out now. Come on, get at him,
nigga. People be talking shit about Marvel CGI. That shit looked awful the entire movie. The acting was cheeks. Yeah, that movie was awful. I hated that shit.
Have you watched the Snyder Cut?
No, absolutely not. I ain't watched the original Justice League. I didn't watch regular Justice League, nigga. No, I'm not watching a 4-hour movie.
Damn.
I didn't watch the new Batman that came out.
Why'd you watch Aquaman?
Because Amara was watching it, and
why was she watching that Amber Heard movie?
Because she was just like, "Oh, Aquaman, it's a superhero movie."
She does look good as Queen Mira, though. Yeah,
I don't know. She threw it on, and she was watching. I was taking a nap. I woke up and watched the last half of the movie. That shit was cheeks.
You didn't even see the
bad, not good. I've seen a lot of
hate on indigenous people and victims of domestic abuse. That's crazy.
Okay, fuck them. Next.
Damn. No, so have you seen damn, so you haven't seen the Batman?
I started watching that movie and I felt old. I fell asleep within 25 minutes.
Black Adam on HBO Max. You didn't watch that?
Fuck no.
Hey, Black Adam was fun. That's a good
the fact
movie.
that shit made it to HBO Max in 17 days. I'm definitely not watching that shit.
That's the plan, though. This always like
no, that's supposed to be like 45 days. That shit was in there the same month.
It wasn't no 17 days.
This nigga's lying.
That shit went straight to TV.
I see your mouse ears. It's all good, bro.
Yeah, hey.
You got the Mickey Mouse Championship up. You can't hide that shit.
Oh, okay.
Somebody check this nigga's checking account. Disney sending him a check. Have you gotten a check from Disney too, Blake?
Why would I have a check from Disney?
Well, Tyrell's clearly getting paid from them.
I'm not.
Man,
everything's the same over here.
Them movies stink, Bubba. Both of the Wonder Woman movies ass. Not
his
watching.
Chain hanging a little bit lower though. I don't know. You might like Lasky boy.
That does look kind of new. Nah, Wonder Woman movies do stink, especially the second one. That second one is fucking awful.
Jamal said you sent us a clip about the nigga. It was like people be making fun of him for paying for porn. He's like, nigga, you pay for Wonder Woman. Shut up. He was like, one of the movie got canceled and it wasn't the one I like.
Man, fucking this dude Donnie Lucci, I did his podcast. Him and Larry were on there. And then
nigga, they said, how many podcasts are you on?
Hey, shut up. I'm finna tell you
this mic works on all of them.
That nigga said shut up, bitch. That nigga said Wonder Woman 84 is I Miss Dick the movie.
She held it as fuck the world up because she wanted her boo back.
That's so crazy.
Really. She really did just fuck everything up because she wanted Trevor back.
I watched Shazam.
Trevor.
I watched Shazam on the plane down to Arizona for the first time. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Shazam was straight.
Yeah.
They don't have, all their movies outside of probably Batman versus Superman and Wonder Woman.
And the
2
Justice League
have been good.
Oh,
Justice League 1 wasn't bad. It just wasn't.
Nah, Justice
didn't
League
make
1's
fucking
fucking
sense.
terrible.
I've only heard bad things about the first Suicide Squad.
Justice
that
League
first-
1 got worse because the Snyder Cut came out.
I thought it sucked ass. The first
I thought
time
the
saw it.
Snyder Cut came out because people
Alright.
didn't like the movie. That's
Let's
what I
move
was.
on. We ain't worried about
seeing
this
her.
shit, man. What
Okay,
the fuck going
okay,
on, man? Let's talk
okay.
this. Y'all talk about the things with no legs. Let's talk about this MMA fighter.
Oh my god, bro!
Yo, how do you lose? Yo, if you lose to him, you can't fight again, right?
Nigga said he lost to Geo, dude.
Dog, like as a woman, you can't give him no coochie, right? Like, you can't
Absolutely
fuck a nigga
not.
that, like
Absolutely not.
Like,
Hear
I
me
beat
out.
my nigga with no
Look,
legs.
okay, so
Wait,
there's a thing
wait.
in combat sports. They're called journeymen. They're made to give people wins when they start out. And it's not that they're not competent themselves, but like they just go out there and like they give a good fight and then they take a dive. Like I don't even want to say a dive, but like they don't go for the
They're
win.
not trying to win.
Yeah, and you're as the other fighter, you're not supposed to knock them out because they probably got to fight the next week. If you knock them out, they take mandatory time off. So if I'm a promoter and I'm trying to make Zion Clark a bigger thing,
Can you describe Zion Clark just in case people don't know what we're talking about right now?
About as much as if you got the videos, but much as you can see in me, that's Zion Clark.
Yeah, from the belly button
crazy.
up. From the
That's
Zion
crazy.
Clark is a man from the belly button up. He has both arms, a torso,
Shout out
and
to
a
him
head.
though. Achieved a lot.
No hips.
Probably like put him against like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist who's like great at leg locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing else.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question real quick? How do you guys feel? I was talking about this in a group chat I'm in earlier this week. How do you guys feel about jumping people? Like, are you guys for jumping, against jumping?
No, I'm for it. I'm against it too at the same time, but it depends. Like sometimes you
don't think people should just be jumping people? Like if the three of us are out somewhere and some dude starts popping shit to me and we start fighting, he swing on me or whatever, are you guys jumping in like to jump this nigga with me? Or I
think our job is to self-defense and leave the situation safely. If that means we gotta like all like 3 hop in to like break it up and get us out of there, then cool. Or like if he's on you and we gotta jump in and get him off you by neutralizing him, that's fine too. But like the goal should never be like to be the aggressor to go in and like fuck somebody up. Like that should never be the thing when you got to agree. Now, as you're talking about, like I'm watching videos, like I like watching a good jumping, but like they got to fight back some. It can't just be like they just roll.
So Blake, I'm not asking like the like I don't want to say morality question, but if I come to you guys, like we're out, and I'm like, hey, this nigga over here been like he been popping shit. I'm tired of him. I'm about to go swing on this nigga. I want y'all to jump in with me. Are you saying yes or no?
I cannot. Like we just talked about jail.
Well, I'm saying yes.
All the bad things.
Okay, so Blake is anti-jumping. Jamal's pro-jumping. Let's say, okay, but you said if I get into a fight, niggas
if you can get him to swing on you first,
you're down for jumping.
You got to take one good punch from him first.
Okay. But if let's say
you gotta get knocked out cold.
but if I go down and he get on me and start like he's trying to go to work on me, you're saying you'll fight him to get him off me, right?
Yeah, I don't care if people are with me.
Let's say it's the nigga with no legs that like get me in like a headlock. Are you acting the same way? Or are you like, I mean, he has no legs, so I gotta leave him alone.
Justin Tucker, baby.
That was my roundabout way of asking, would you guys be comfortable if one of us started like losing a fight for a nigga with half a body?
Stephen Hawking could like bump you with this shit. If he's talking spicy to you, it's up.
You just gotta run
his battery. You figure that shit out. Fuck
him. Just unplugging Stephen Hawkins. Never mind. He's passed away. I don't even want to say the rest.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he passed away.
I'll take his battery out. Fuck
he died like a year or two ago.
No.
Stephen Hawkins was a wild example to use for that. Okay,
that dude was a wife beater.
Oh, was he?
I mean, yes. He was a bad man.
I do specifically remember they used to joke about that on Family Guy all the time, and I've heard that was the case. He couldn't move though.
Yeah, how? What was she doing?
What do you mean? He was a wife
he
beater?
deserved it.
Like was she letting it happen? Like she couldn't just get up.
Steve, stop!
Are you making
this
just
up? Like turn the nigga chair around?
No, he was known to like be abusive, but like at the same time, like she had other dudes, and like he was supposed to be okay with it.
How was he? Wait, Blake, he couldn't move. What do you mean he was abusive?
He's like, I don't fuck with you, bitch. You look like your mother. Like
Oh, so like verbally abusive.
I think so. You could have ran into her too. You don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Now, you know what? Like, honestly, if you're in that situation and you let that person abuse you, then you got it coming. Like, it is what it is.
Damn, you victim blaming? That's crazy.
I am this time. If you're letting a nigga that can't move and has to type with a typewriter to say words, and he can't like touch his knees 3 times fast, then like, you know what? You deserve to get abused. It is what it is.
You had all the knowledge of the universe, though.
Okay. I'm doing some Googling. His wife,
don't save him.
His wife came out and said that she was never touched or abused.
So Blake just made all this up.
No. It was a story though.
At least y'all defending the white man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But wait, I'm about to tell you. People accuse her of abusing him because they said that she would like leave him outside.
Yeah, did he write books, right? He wrote books, right?
If you don't unlock this door right now.
To that nigga to go get the mail and just like lock him out.
Oh, oh man. If it means to you, I don't even gotta hit you. I'm gonna just put you at the bottom of the stairs and go upstairs. Sleep down here tonight.
You could put a fucking broomstick in front of your chair.
Throw some water on like his little circuit board thing where he uses to say words.
Put fucking dish stuff on the ground.
You could really just box him in if you put a couple pieces of PVC pipe around him.
Oh no!
Oh my god. That's crazy that Stephen Hawking just got slander for no reason.
Probably couldn't make a smoothie or some shit. He's pissed off.
Oh man.
Like, bitch, why is there bananas in here? I fucking hate bananas.
All right. So now that we've established that Blake is pro assaulting disabled people,
I'm pro karma.
I really like only know him like he was the author, right? When did he like write?
He's an astrophysicist. He's Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he can't walk
with or speak.
He was an ALS challenge before. That shit was
hey, man. Hey, come on.
Yo.
Come on.
Blake said he's a what?
Nothing. Don't say it again. Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
Man, that was the first like bio shit that ever popped for us.
Oh my goodness.
I shouted y'all out for one of them. I don't think y'all ever fired back though.
Oh, I did it.
You did it? Oh.
Yeah, I did it.
Blake said he's the what?
The ALS challenge.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What was that called? The iceberg challenge? Ice something challenge?
Ice
bucket.
Ice bucket, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We didn't have that in time for him though.
This nigga Blake had a fucking tractor, like a bulldozer full of water dumped on him.
Yep, that man was fucking Professor X. He had no powers though.
Wow. That's very
Hey.
Shout out to Ryan Shakespeare.
Fucking Mario Kart.
Yo, that nigga said Mario. Yeah, that nigga was MODOK in a Mario Kart.
Hey, dog. You niggas are really smoking him for what reason?
So why are we talking about this nigga?
Because Blake wanted to talk about jumping disabled people.
Shout out to Zion Clark. Congratulations.
Shout out to Zion Clark.
Hey man, congrats. Right. Is he gonna keep fighting?
Every day's a fight.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, can you imagine how strong he is? Like if they want, like if you gotta fight that dude, like you gotta know, like dude, if he gets his hands on me, it's probably over. Like Nigga, like
if you get behind him and pick him up, he can't do anything.
nigga, but yeah, I think like if he gets his hands on you, like bro, like think about it. When he wakes up, his day depends on his upper body being used repeatedly.
How about this? Him versus a Goomba from Mario. Who's winning?
I think him, honestly.
Why? He can't jump on their head.
Nigga, he could like grab his arms to like lift himself up to land on him.
No, what?
I think so.
He could like use both his
degree,
arms and push up the ground and propel himself up in the air and land on top of him.
If you don't get on their head, you're hurt.
You think he could jump with his fucking shoulders, nigga? No.
No, I think he pushes himself off the ground like both arms.
You can get over top of a Goomba.
Yeah, land on top of him.
Off the ground like this much, like 8 inches.
Nah, he probably shot as fuck. He probably get like 3 feet off there.
3 feet? How long do you think his arms are?
Well, they get
He's
like
3 feet tall.
Nigga, his arms gotta be like nigga, because all he has is arms, nigga. So like, if the nigga just pushes down and
Oh my god. Anyway, we gotta move on. I can't believe it. I can't believe this has devolved into such filth. Blake, I don't know how much more of this stuff we want to talk about. If we want to fit
Jamal, everything we hear now, and I don't know
the words in. Yeah. I don't want to talk about any of this shit. I don't think. Let me go. Donald Glover's producing this Marvel film.
The fuck is a Hypno Hustler?
Hypno Hustler.
So you know how Sony.
Is that what that outfit was about?
Relax. That outfit was terrible. That's exactly why I didn't want him in the MCU being fucking a prowler. Nah, you didn't see. So you know how like Sony, they got the rights for like Spider-Man and shit. So you know they're making a Kraven the Hunter movie, right? And we got Morbius. Any of you guys see Morbius?
No.
You niggas don't be watching nothing, man.
I've only heard bad things about that movie.
Have you seen All Quiet on the Western Front?
What the fuck is that?
Have you seen The Five Bloods?
I've seen half of it. That movie's long, nigga.
But you came out 3 years ago too.
You watched the Snyder Cut.
Fuck you. Yeah. Either way.
This is this motherfucker. What? This is Jimi Hendrix.
It's like a super obscure, like obscure like Spider-Man film that's only like appeared like once or twice, I think. But yeah, no, I guess he's supposed to like direct. He's like supposed to produce and star in it. I read something where like he's supposed to be like he's interested in like the music aspect of it. I just think they just try to make a nigga version of the next Joker movie with Lady Gaga in it on some musical shit.
This is the best PlayStation I ever seen it.
Nigga, this is the uncle from the Proud Family.
in oh my god! Yeah, like why the fuck would you sign up for? Come on,
what?
Bro.
Who? Come wait, on, they're giving this a movie?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Hey, I definitely want to see more black people shit, but it is really Jimi Hendrix a superhero. The Hypno Hustler and his Mercy Killers.
Dude, because remember
he got 5-finger rings on.
Nigga, they're giving Bad Bunny one too. Remember, he's supposed to be El Muerto.
He's actually hot though. I don't know the fuck the El Muerto is, but like Bad Bunny's popping. Donald Glover.
El Muerto's he's a luchador like wrestler. He appeared in like Spider-Man like once, so he's getting a movie, and it's supposed to be Bad Bunny.
Oh, so they're just giving so Sony's just giving everybody a movie.
No, that's not stuff.
That nigga appeared in one comic, bro. That nigga's finna get a movie.
That's one more than I heard about from the Hypno Hustler. Somebody Hypno Hustler has 2.
The Hypno Hustler has to be racist. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Hey, Bad Bunny got some chops to him though. I'm not seen him do a Canadian Destroyer. I didn't see Donald Glover do that.
No. He can wrestle for sure. He takes it very seriously.
Shout out to Bad Bunny.
Nah, Sony, they fucking up. Like, bro, we do not need this.
Bad Bunny got the #1 streamed album this year.
No, Bad Bunny getting to it. I seen
Bad Bunny getting the money.
Yeah, he getting to the bag.
When Drake has to put you in the bars to say, I'm making Bad Bunny money and Harry Styles money, you know you're getting money when they talk about you like that.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to talk about this, but why is there a story about a North Texas QB on our document?
Nigga, click it. Okay, so how old is too old to be a quarterback in college?
How old was Brandon Whedon? 28?
That sounds right,
Stetson
right?
Bennett's like 26.
26 is too old.
All right, click that and see how old that nigga is.
29.
This nigga's 29, bro. He's about to be
Going in
30
the
next
portal
season.
too.
He'll be 30 by the end of next season. Is hitting the transfer portal.
There was a 56-year-old running back to play for an HBCU. Like
I remember that he scored a
There's a
touchdown.
what?
Yeah, that was definitely less than 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He scored a touchdown. I remember.
How old was he?
He was like 50
something.
Yeah, some old man went back to college to get his degree. I was just about to say 29 is too old for college, which obviously isn't true. You can go back to college at any age. But going back to college and be like, I'm also going to be on the football team is wild. Like, because you can't just like practice on the weekends. Like, you got to do that all week. Do you have a job if you're doing school and football at 29 years old? Like,
It's a passion, bro.
He was the number 853 overall recruit in the 2012 recruiting cycle.
Damn.
So the year after I graduated, he was in one of the 1,000 best players in the country, and he is playing football now. Fam, you know how shitty you gotta feel all the time.
Joe Tom Senior, baby, and he got a carry.
Look how I thought they gave him a carry on the one. He got a touchdown or something like that.
Oh, he didn't get no tutty. No.
Look how old this brother looks. Look at this nigga's cardigan. What is this?
That's crazy.
That cardigan is nuts. You know how mad look at this nigga. Hey, he look older than 55.
And what if he was just kind of nice though?
He was.
Nigga, skin look like a fronto leaf.
Just like
no.
like
look at his stance though. That's you. That's definitely you, Shakur, right there.
Hey, that's definitely Shakur's stance. His feet all turned out and shit.
Hit the hole. Oh, bounced it out.
Oh shit. Hey, he got a
Hey, that's a much better carry than I was expecting from a 55-year-old man.
It was like a 40-yard pop, 3-yard pop.
That was a nice run. Hey, and he fell forward on the tackle.
He get 80 yards.
Run through the contact. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was his. Hey, he can say my college average was 4 yards a carry. Who else can say that?
I know that's
Is it true?
Hey, getting tackled like that at 55. That's
I know he was hurt like fuck.
Why he looked like a young man jogging off too?
How many times do you think he made the running back run extra?
Yes.
But no, that nigga's 29, bro.
What has to be going through your mind to be like, I'm gonna play college football at 29 years old? Like for real.
Probably eating.
He threw for 3,500 yards and 33 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was eating.
Cooking.
He's nice. He's just old.
Hey, all right. What has he been? I don't care to. I said I didn't want to talk about this. What has he been doing for the last 10 years?
I wonder if he's like prior service or some shit, or he might have just came back to school late.
Maybe that's it. I don't care to read all that shit. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, fuck you. You're ruining the dreams of college kids all over the country.
Someone really wasted a fucking pick on Brandon Whedon.
First, wasn't he a first round pick?
Was that or second round?
He might have been top of the second.
Yeah, he was like 29. Didn't he he got drafted in the MLB too?
Yeah, that's why he played in the MLB. I thought, and that's why he went back.
I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people that I thought Brandon Whedon was gonna be good because I was like, yo, he's not gonna have like the young quarterback rookie issues because he's older and mature.
Nigga.
Nope. I was wrong.
I don't think that's why they have issues. I think it's because they haven't played in the league before.
that's definitely it.
Dog, and not only did they not waste a pick, he played in the league from 2012 to 2015 consistently, and he was on a roster in 2018. He was on the Houston Texans roster in 2018.
I'm gonna say last time I remember him was on like the Cowboys or something.
He played for the Cowboys. He was on their roster for 4 games, and then for Houston, but those were both in 2015.
Oh shit! Damn, that's been a minute. Dude, time flies, man.
Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. How many wins does Zach Wilson have, do you know, in his career?
He does win record this year. It's probably a lot more than you think.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Because they were like 5-2 until 5-2 with them or something like that.
I didn't remember what their record was when they finally benched them. Being 5-2 with a bad quarterback is crazy.
No, their defense is good. Well, it was. It was kind of mid today. It didn't really look like nothing crazy to me, but whatever.
Okay, he's 8-13. Yeah, he's 8-13. He has 8 wins. Brandon Whedon has 6. The conversation needs to start, boys. I'm just saying.
Conversation.
Oh man, Brandon Whedon being better than Zach Wilson.
I don't think we need to talk about Brandon Whedon really at all.
What about Zach Wilson?
I don't know if it's easy to talk about either. They have a quarterback who's better than him on the roster, so he's really.
Okay. Well, while Blake gets this next thing ready, Shakur, do you have any takeaways from the Jaguars game tonight that makes you feel better about your season going forward in your win?
Tyson Campbell looked really good in coverage. Okay. I like he's our second year cornerback out of Georgia.
I think like our first.
Out who? He was hurt.
I think
he got
he's hurt. Yeah. He's been hurt for the last few weeks.
How about
our other first
Josh Allen?
He played all right. Devin Lloyd got an interception today.
With Josh Allen.
Okay.
He had a sack, I want to say. Dewan Snoop got hurt. Wait, man. I know man. Hey, who y'all about to draft in the first round? What prospects y'all looking at, Blake?
Look, here you go, right on time. That's crazy.
I know you guys are struggling. I know you guys need some help in some places. You guys gonna?
I doubt now.
Yeah, you guys.
Probably you guys could draft Jordan for a first round pick. You want him?
What 2036?
You want?
That's okay. You niggas can't even add.
Taysom Hill.
For what?
He's like the first quarterback since like the 30s to throw, rush, and catch for a touchdown. First player, I think. Yeah.
Taysom Hill's the best BYU quarterback still since Steve Young.
I mean, I don't know.
Dude, do you think Zach Wilson's on the Jets next year?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like he probably doesn't even want to do it. Like man.
He's cheaper than a normal backup, probably.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, he's probably making 15. What? He's the number 2 pick?
He's the number 2.
Oh.
Because it was Trevor,
I think
Zach Wilson, and Trey Lance. 1, 2, 3. And Kyle Pitts at 4.
Whole lot of bus shit. That's crazy.
They all suck up there.
Dude, I know they probably feel so stupid, bro. I don't know why you would ever take a tight end at 4.
Especially in the middle of a rebuild.
Shit. Have y'all ever looked at like how far ahead Tony Gonzalez is from like basically everybody else? Like his numbers are like Jerry Rice numbers. Like no one's ever going to catch him.
Yeah, he played for hella long and like put good ass numbers. He was like good on the Falcons.
No, it ain't just that. Like, yeah, it's just that he was hella good. It's not the hella long thing because like, as far as like age wise, like I think like right now Travis Kelce is the same age that Tony Gonzalez was when he went to the Falcons. But I think Travis Kelce is something like 1,200 yards and more touchdowns like behind where Tony Gonzalez was at the same age. Like he's got to do some crazy shit in order to keep that pace up to get to where Tony Gonzalez is, and it's not going to happen. Like this is just nuts. Like the first 3 years of Tony Gonzalez's career, he didn't do shit.
Yeah, really?
He didn't pop till year 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at his numbers right now: 300 yards, 600 yards, 800 yards. Because it was a tight end in the late 90s. Like, go block, dumbass.
Mm-hmm. And then he just started fucking cruising and did not let up. I think he missed one game his whole career or some shit.
Goddamn. Mm-hmm. And Antonio Gates has 955 receptions. Tony Gonzalez has 1325.
Is that much more?
Yes. Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez has 15,127 yards. Antonio Gates has 11,841. Antonio Gates has 116 touchdowns. Tony Gonzalez has 111. And their long reception of their careers the same. But yeah, he has a solid like 400 something more receptions and 4,000 more receiving yards too, over like who I would consider one of them ones. Let me look at his numbers versus Travis Hill. That's hella yards. 15,000 receiving yards is hella yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's hella.
That's crazy.
Then he play with dominant running backs most of his career too.
Yeah.
That's
Priest
very true.
Holmes, Larry Johnson, some Michael Turner.
Michael Afterburner Turner.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because
nice.
he had 100 reception, one season with 100 receptions. He had one with 99. And then he had 1, 2, 3, 4 1,000 yard seasons.
You can't let your guy end the season with 99, bro. You better throw me one more fucking pass.
It's probably that game Trent Green got his wig split back. He don't throw the ball.
That wasn't 2007. I do feel like that's when Trent Green died on the field. Was 2007.
What you got against Trent Green, Blake? I feel like you always bring up Trent Green getting killed on the field.
No, it was fucking crazy. He slid. They fucking tore him up.
They dribbled him.
Yeah, he was sliding. They used to just tee off on him.
They had another color flag for that today. I don't know. They had enough something extra. That shit was crazy.
Jail now. You get a quarterback like that.
Yeah, you're definitely missing a week. You get a quarterback like that now.
Unless it's a black one.
Yeah. Did y'all know Tyler Huntley's nickname is Snoop?
I feel like I heard that before.
Yeah. That was one of those nicknames. That was one of the nicknames that pissed me off because like every NFL podcast last year was only calling him Snoop Huntley. It was like, who the fuck are you talking? He's a backup quarterback that I've never heard of. Who the fuck is Snoop? And it's like, oh, a nigga named Tyler that plays for the Ravens that we've never heard of. Mm-hmm. But you know when like podcasts and shit find out a player's nickname, they strictly refer to them as the nickname.
Yeah, like, overuse it and make it corny. Our running back's name is Snoop. Our backup
Travis Kelce might catch him.
He got to get a grip of yards, bro. And he's already.
Travis Kelce's played in 130 less games. He is 5,000 yards behind him. So if he plays like
go age to age, though, I'm saying if you got them both up, look at where Tony Gonzalez was at the same age as Travis Kelce.
It doesn't let you.
Travis Kelce started later too because I think he came out like at 24.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Travis Kelce's 31 now, and he played. Gonzalez played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years after 31. If Travis Kelce plays like 5 years with how much they're passing now, he could catch him in reception because he's just getting the ball so much more. I feel like.
I don't know.
They do give him the ball a lot.
Receptions, yeah. Like he's like shit. Travis Kelce in like 3 seasons is gonna pass fucking Antonio Gates in total receptions. Like he's at 800 receptions now with 3 games left this season.
Touchdowns, so I don't know.
We'll see. He's at 70 touchdowns too. Travis Kelce might be the one to catch these numbers just because of how much they throw the ball now.
He's the only one that has a chance.
For sure.
But I'm just saying, like even that is like a long shot.
Yeah, no, nobody else really has a shot. There ain't no other good tight ends right now. Like at least
Mark Andrews, but I think he got probably started too late too.
Yeah, and like he's in the offense with a nigga who, like, with a room full of people who don't throw the ball.
We can't say that on this podcast. We can't talk about it.
I'm not saying, hey, Lamar loves him for Mark Andrews. I'm just saying Lamar is definitely going to be the like 22 passing touchdowns a season guy, like at best, which and throwing for 50 or 3,000 yards or something like that. I'm not saying, I'm not even saying he's a bad passer. I'm just saying they're not going to throw the ball enough, not nearly enough for Mark Andrews.
Bro, look at his weapons, man. They free my guy.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I said that in the offseason. I was told I was crazy when I said look at the weapons.
It could definitely be better, but dude, when you see like the play, honestly, they're super banged up now though, because they got hella people hurt. Like I just seen Devin Duvernay went on IR, Rashad Bateman's on IR.
That being your top 2 receivers is crazy.
Yeah, I know. But you know what's funny though about like weapons and receivers? I remember this offseason we signed Christian Kirk and Zay Jones, and niggas said we lit money on fire. But that's crazy. So I don't know.
You still did give Christian Kirk $72 million. That's a lot of money.
Oh, he's balling out.
A lot of money. I'm just saying he's had the season I expected him to have, which I still don't think is worth that much money to what y'all gave him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think people were saying he was bad. It was just like he ain't like top 4 paid receivers in the league good.
It's like after all them deals came out, he's like top 12 paid.
Would you say he's the top 12 receiver in the league?
Yes.
Okay.
He's 12 or 13.
I'm not surprised.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you about that. You know that's not true, but I'm not going to argue with you about that. Because you
Like,
guys
go
got to win
argue.
tonight. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, all right, Blake. Next segment, and I feel like you got the. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I was trying to find the song to drop in here and to make the shit pop, but we don't fucking need that thing. All right, because so last year, about this time, probably a little bit earlier, we did our first annual Golden Cup Awards. Cup stands for Curly and Focus Podcast. But basically we just go around, we like highlight some of the favorite things of this year for ourselves. So the categories are Game of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Movie of the Year, and TV Show of the Year. I didn't finish typing that. The year. I'm just gonna tell y'all what won last year, so you can get an idea of where we were then. Every single one of us has our own winner. Tyrell fucked around and gave me some oars, and I was nice and let them stay on here so that he has 2 things for these categories for some of them. Really coward move on I'm just saying, but whatever. For Game of the Year last year, I had Returnal. Tyrell had Returnal or Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Jamal had Yakuza Like a Dragon. For Album of the Year, Tyrell had Vince Staples by Vince Staples, or A Muse and Her Feelings by Division. Jamal had I Gaya Rashad, The House is Burning. I had Off Season by J. Cole.
I thought I misheard you. I'm like, no, I know he ain't saying that.
For Song of the Year, Jamal had In Too Deep by Drake featuring Future. I had In the Fire by Dave. Tyrell had Back in Blood by Pooh Shiesty, Free Pooh Shiesty. Athlete of the Year, I had Shohei Ohtani. Tyrell had Giannis. Jamal also had Giannis. Movie of the Year, Tyrell had The Harder They Fall. Jamal had Suicide Squad. And I had Judas and the Black Messiah. For TV Show of the Year, Jamal had BMF. Tyrell had Snowfall, and I had Loki. So we're going to do the same categories this year. Same thing. Each of us will have a winner. I've committed. I told the boys I'm making a graphic this year. I'll probably tweet it out after whenever I do finish it, because I probably will have times when my mom will be here. That'll like kind of encapsulate. I think I might do one for each category. And it'll just have our winners on there or something. So yeah, that'll be cool. This is something small. Yeah, we'll see. But so I just copied the order from last year. It's alternating, so one of us leads each one of them. So I will kick it off with Game of the Year, and I have to refer to my notes so I don't just ramble here. Oh yeah, so I have at least I think one of y'all might have the same one as me on this at least. God of War Ragnarok. Kind of just a testament to, I think, starting a story and ending a story. They did their damn thing. This was a labor of love. Clearly, I did feel like the first probably 10 hours of this game felt like a DLC or patch for the first game, but then shit gets rolling. You really got the growth of this character who never had this much depth, and giving him like a ton of depth now. He's gonna become like a whole fucking human being, like figuring out like having friends, really figuring out what being a dad is, seeing the depths of his mourning his ex-wife, seeing how much like I guess sort of like trauma and damage he had from like his prior life and like in Greece and all that shit, and how much he just really wants to separate himself from everything that happened there. It was something else, like in world building on top of that, like how much has gone on like history wise, like inside this new Norse realm that he's in. I just, in the payoff, like everything about that game, the music, everything was just done to the tens. Like it was incredible. Very few games have given me the same feeling I got when I was playing through this one. Like, yeah, and I haven't touched it since I finished it, but they just announced New Game Plus too, so
you haven't done any of the post game stuff, like any of the missions after the game was over?
No, I went to check out something in Alfheim. I went to check out something in
Svartalfheim.
That's where the Ravens are.
No, that's Niflheim.
Niflheim. We'll check out something in Niflheim. If there was something that got mentioned in Svartalfheim, yep, because there was an event to attend there. I wouldn't do that, and I think those might have been the 3 that I remember, because they were the big 3 that got like brought up and maybe even put on the map.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Well, I'm next in this category. You said two of us are gonna have the same one. I'm gonna have the same one. I had to go through and look at all the games I've played this year just to be sure I wasn't giving a recency bias.
Same.
And the only other like really super banger game I played this year that I hadn't played before was Cyberpunk. My honorable mention for the year, because it would have been for most of the year, would be Sifu, just because it was such a different game from anything I feel like I'd played before. And that was fresh off the back of Hades, so like I was into the roguelike shit. The fighting was super dope on there, and just different art style was dope. But God of War, they did their fucking thing. And then I watched the interview of the director of the game yesterday, and he's like mentioning specific story beats. That's like, oh, but if you notice this, then you should have noticed this. And it was like, oh shit, this is even better than like I caught the first time. So now I want to go back and play it again. But now God of War was incredible. I feel like the combat, like about halfway through the game, you get so good at it, and like your player's so leveled up that a lot of the fights will seem easy, but not super easy, which I feel like is a good way to like balance a game where I feel like I can really run through some certain shit, but I still struggle with certain enemies, which was fun. Being a challenge still. But yeah, that story was, brother. I was playing that shit at like midnight one night, and I texted this nigga Blake and was like, hey, something just happened. I had to turn the game off because I was like, I know that this wasn't what I just thought. I had to restart from my autosave to like play some shit again to be like, they just pulled this off in the middle of this story. Incredible story.
Look, bruh. Oh man. Like, so Odin's obviously the big bad of this shit, and like there is a good bit of that story where you're like, all right, maybe they just got him wrong. Maybe he's just misunderstood. Like maybe maybe they just need to sit down and hear each other out, because like what he's actually going for, it might just be coming off wrong. And the whole entire time, like through this, like there's multiple characters telling like, hey, everything he says, it's a fucking lie. Do not trust him. Do not trust him. Like, nah, I don't know what they talk about. He seemed all right to me.
Bro, they had like characters in the shit thought that I'm watching like, I mean, okay, he's like really keeping it up. Blake, the very end of the game, I was like, I mean, he do seem like he isn't that bad. Like in the last like scene of the game, dog, like that, the way they acted everything out, wrote everything out, incredible. I will say I didn't play Elden Ring this year, which has been like everybody's consensus game of the year. So I will be on that next year. But this game, it's hard this is one of those games like it's really hard to like think of games better than this. Yeah. Like from every aspect of it.
I almost had like Cyberpunk patch 1.6 on here, but I feel like that was kind of a cop out. Like I can't do it.
It's a little cheap.
Yeah.
So, it's a little cheap.
I got the same as y'all, man, honestly. Like you guys are farther than I am.
We both beat it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, see, yeah, I ain't beat it yet, but like I'm pretty far along. But like, nah, man, it's like one of those games where it's like, this is a game that like you buy a console for
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, man, it's like from like the gameplay, how it looks, how the controls is, like you get good at the combat, you feel like you're flying through shit, but then there's like higher tier enemies and like some of those challenges. And what level is that? Is that Helheim where the challenges are at?
The Moose
Trials,
or just go ahead and hit a berserker stand. Go ahead,
or
figure
the
out the
berserkers. Yeah, like dog, like like that it's challenging, but it's fun because it's like it's beating your ass. But when you do finally beat it, bro, you feel so good. It's like, bro, I worked hard to beat that shit,
bro. That's the fun part about video games. That like a lot of like some games will feel like you're just so overpowered so quick that's like isn't fun anymore. But games like this where it's like, you can feel like, okay, fights I feel like I should get through. It's a bunch of like Draugr, the like skeleton shit. Okay, I'm gonna walk through this. But like, oh, they added in a couple of elites, so I like really gotta think. And I got all the moves to beat them. Or like Blake said, fight the berserkers, where it's like, okay, I got the moves to beat you. I just gotta figure out like how to put it together and like do it right.
Or keep a resurrection stone on you.
You gotta keep it.
I got one of them. I went to that shit before I got to the corner of the bar.
Wait, Blake, how many of the berserkers have you beat?
2.
Oh, okay. I beat
like 2.
I think I beat like 5 of the 9.
You different.
Hey, there's one that you open up and 3 of them pop. Like one pops up and it's like okay, and then another one pops up and you're like okay, but it's called the twin. So you're fighting, and then the third one pops up. Nick, I quit the fight. I was like, I'm not about to be able to do this. I just quit. Yeah. But no, once you figure them out, and then once you like, as you get to the end of the game, and like you upgrade all your like little like specific like powers, like your runic powers or whatever, and all that
Yeah.
shit, you can really walk through a lot of those fights, which is nice.
You got to pay attention to like your loadouts and stuff, and like some of those like
Yep.
those relics you add on there. Because I know
What you
there's
got with
one
your
where
armor
like
and that too.
yeah, you know how you hold the triangle to like do the frost shit for the axe.
Yep. So,
There's one where like if you hold it, you power up the axe, whatever. You get a heal. You can heal on like hits,
Yep.
whatever, with the axe,
Yep.
but you take more damage though. Like if you get hit, so
it'd be
like
kind of hard to like keep track of like what do I got equipped right now.
It's a
yeah,
lot.
no.
Yeah, especially once you get the third weapon, and it's like this is better against this. Like if you get them in this and throw it, it's.
I wasn't fucking with the spear at first. Nah, the spear's tough.
I said the third weapon because I didn't want to spoil it for anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got it. Yeah, no, that spear's tough.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about.
What's the last thing you did in the game, Jamal? Like, where are you at?
Don't give huge spoilers in case people are listening who haven't played it yet, or maybe he might skip ahead 60 seconds.
What is the last thing? You know how like when Loki goes to he does that mission with Thor, but he lets that big ass wolf dog that tears through time and space.
Mm-hmm.
We fought that. We thought we killed it because that ended up being Fenrir, right?
Yeah, he puts.
Then he like he cut
Fenrir.
its head or something like that. And he like then he throw like a I think that's
he
like
put his soul in the front of his knife. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, you got it a little while ago.
So,
yeah.
Let me just ask your opinion on this. You think Kratos is going to pop Freya? Do you think that so far in your game?
Although I think he's from the pop, I think it's leading towards that. Does he?
He doesn't, but I will say at the end or close to the very end of the game, they exchange a look where I'm like, the next time they go to sleep, whenever they need to rest again, they're fucking. They're fucking.
Yeah, man, he deserves it, man. That nigga's been doing a lot of work.
Hey, PlayStation Studios will put some shit together. This game is like, I don't really see a flaw in the game. Like the one flaw I had with this fucking game was early on in the game when your companions will like over explain puzzles to you, where it's like as soon as you walk into the puzzle within like 10 seconds, they're like, hey, look over here. Or like, oh, we should probably shoot this thing on the other side and it might get it going. It's like, okay, bitch, let me like think for a second. And that's such a minor flaw that it don't even really matter. This game was perfect in my eyes.
I definitely have grievances with it. I don't think any of like the extra shit they ask you to do, as far as like, hey, you finished the main thing here, but we can go explore over here. I don't think any of that stuff gets fun until you go back to Vanaheim for the last time. Honestly, like, that shit was like such a tier above like everything else that they had you do that was extra shit. That it's like, bro, like, I don't know, like it was honestly annoying like earlier on.
Yeah, I think that speaks to your point of like you said the first 10 hours were like DLC for the first game. Some of the early side stuff was very like, oh, you found a spirit, go do something that doesn't really matter. When you went to Vanaheim the first time, it was like, oh, I did this in the first game and I didn't really care for it then. Like the stories aren't really compelling.
That planet sucks fucking ass like the first like few times because you have to deal with so many of those planets that you got to blow up and like stop and shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
That planet is.
I agree. I'd agree with that. But yeah, and the back half of the game was so fucking good that it was like, kind of made you forget a lot of that shit happened.
Yep. Good coming of age story in there too.
Well, Ragnarok sweeps it, which I kind of assumed it would. Did either of you guys have, as much as I liked the first game, I thought this would have ended higher for me. Well, I guess I shouldn't say higher, but did you guys have like Horizon as your next favorite game played, or like
that's probably my second
top 3?
I haven't played it.
That or WWE. I had a lot of fun with WWE.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you still haven't played it.
Oh, I don't own it.
Oh damn!
It's between that or like WWE for me, honestly.
You did.
My number 2 this year is probably like Overwatch 2 or Midnight Suns.
Nerd.
Okay. Did you played Elden Ring? Did you beat that, Blake?
Did I beat the fuck out of you?
Okay, my bad. That's my fault. You're right. I don't even know why I asked such a thing. What?
No, I probably have like, I don't know, like 12 hours. I have it installed and I've been trying to get back on it this week. I actually watched a video of like how to start it because like I did some of the starter area shit, but I'm trying to make sure that I did all the starter area shit. Yeah. Why not moving forward if I didn't miss like a weapon or some shit like that? But that game is just it's a lot. you gotta really be dedicated when you're playing it.
Yeah, it makes me afraid to play it, which is why I still haven't even bought the game yet.
I think your personality, you'd probably enjoy it a bit more than it'd probably be easy for you to play that. I would say than it is for me.
Yeah,
because the amount of focus I have to have for it is like tremendous.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. Album of the year, which I feel like it's hard for me to not give you an or. Like I thought the only or I gave you last year was album of the year.
You a choosy bitch.
So I got 1A and 1B, and I based this partially off. I'm gonna give you 1A.
Just do one.
Okay. The only reason I even started to come up with a second one is because I didn't want to look like I'm just a fan of only one certain type of music. Because my favorite album this year again was Vince Staples' new album, Ramona Park Broke My Heart. So that's 2 years in a row with Vince Staples' album being my favorite album of the year, which is why I was gonna put a second one in there. But that's my shit. I listen to that every other day, most likely. When I did my like Apple Music Your Year in Music, which is so ass compared to the Spotify one that I see everybody be posting. They had like the music festival layout this year. Apple Music needed to get it together. But it was Ramona Park Broke My Heart as my most listened to album, and then Louis, Kenny Beats' album, which is just all mostly instrumental shit. I was on most of the year. But that Vince Staples album is my shit. Damn my shit.
Mine was my favorite album this year, The Last Ones Left. The ESTG 42 Doug album.
Okay.
And man, Free Doug, man. That's my shit.
What did he get arrested for?
It don't matter. For being a real one.
Okay.
You don't call him 42 Doug, man?
Is it 42 Doug or 42? I feel like I've heard different shit. I think it's 42 Doug. Because I was thinking it was either that or the
Is it called 4-2 because he's 4-2? I always thought
Big Sean says I think 4-2.
Okay.
That I do like this man. Oh, did you guys listen to Absol's album yet?
Yep.
What do you guys think?
Really good.
Dude, yeah, I feel like if I got to like listen to this more, that'd probably be in my running for it. That shit's really, really good.
Yeah. It's a good one.
What you got for your album of the year, Blake?
All right, my album of the year is that Yak, man. It's Back for Everything. Dropped earlier in the year, but Kodak Black, Back for Everything, man. That's just been my slap.
It's a good album.
Yeah, really good. Got smackers on there. Super Kremlin, obviously. Lots of good shit on there.
Super Kremlin's a good ass song. I fucking love that song.
That song is hard as fuck.
One of the best diss songs ever, bro. That shit's fucking fire.
Hearing that song always makes me think of the videos that Debo Samuel and Trent Williams were doing last year, where they come out the tunnel with the smoke with the fucking beatbox. Trent Williams be holding the big ass like boombox on his shoulder while Debo's dancing the song. Just a hard aesthetic. Very hard. That song's great.
Well, shit. We got Song of the Year next. Man. Me and Tyrell was talking about this not too long ago. But if they didn't fuck up the second half of 6 Mile Show, that definitely would have been my song of the year. But I gotta give it to Silent Hill. That's the Kodak and Kendrick song off the new album, right? Silent Hill.
Yeah,
that's my favorite song. Yeah, that's my favorite song. Dude, I don't like the second half of 6 Mile Show, man. I feel like they just fuck it up, man. That first half of that song was so fire. Then it just go to that don't. Like it sounds like some of the baby shit. And it's like,
I don't know if I even know that song.
I didn't know until Shakur showed me.
Which one?
The 6 Mile Show.
That's off.
I know. I didn't listen to that song super heavy off that album.
That's my shit. That first half, man.
That's on Rich Off Finds 3, right?
Nah, that's off. I thought that's off the Babyface Ray album.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't listen to that one super heavy.
But no, yeah. Silent Hill is definitely my favorite song.
Silent Hill's a great song.
That's my shit. 6. Yeah, it's off Babyface Ray's album. Yep.
All right. Okay, I'm up next. I've got what you said Silent Hill. That's Kendrick.
There's so many good songs this year. This is impossible.
Yeah, I feel like it's just more good song years than good album year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I had Fuck My Cousin Part 2 by Lil Zay Osama featuring Lil Durk.
It's a very good song. I was just listening to that this morning.
Fuck, so
my auntie called me on Facebook, told me to squash it with my cousin. Man, fuck him. If I see his ass, I'm gonna kill him in public.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Is he still locked up?
I think he's out.
I
think he's out.
I hope him and his family found peace this holiday.
Somebody just posted something about him not. He was like, I don't carry the switch around or something like that, or don't be rapping about carrying the switch around because they listening.
Hey man, good for him.
And it sounded like he was home.
Progression. That's what we like to see, right?
Yeah.
We yell and go.
Man, this is impossible. All right. My song of the year is called AYE. Free the Homies off Vince Staples' album. Also my most listened to song of this year.
It's a good one.
It is a great one. I felt like that album came out at the perfect time, like in the late spring, where I got to like listen to it as the weather got nicer, through the weather getting nicer, which just makes it so much better. Shit, yeah, that's just a great song. I can't
be mad at it. Can't be mad at it.
There's so many options. All right.
All right, athlete of the year, man. We on to the next. I had Aaron Judge, led the league in on-base percentage, slugging, runs, total bases, home runs, RBIs, walks, OPS plus, extra base hits, stole 16 bags at a whopping 6'7", 280 plus pounds. And he did all this in a prove-it year where he turned down
and he proved it.
An offer from the Yankees prior to the season for, I think, $230 million. And because he was so dominant, won the AL MVP this year, he earned himself an extra $150 million off this season. So, man did the
that's
damn
a great
thing.
season. Goddamn.
Bet on himself and went and got the fucking bag.
What are you supposed to do?
Nope. And probably, I mean, many people will say he's like the single season home run record holder now, just because everybody else has done more than him, has like been juicing.
Yeah, them was cheating.
Yeah.
I know. No, that's you, Blackie.
This is going to come as a surprise to many people. I've said a lot of things about a lot of stuff and a lot of sports that I don't fuck with. All right. I don't fuck with soccer, but I'm about to start fucking with soccer. I won a lot of money off soccer. I've watched a lot of soccer over the last month, watching the World Cup. Been doing my Googles, been doing my math. And I'm going to put as my athlete of the year is Lionel Messi.
I had him up there.
He did what he had to do, right? Like, he was in GOAT territory, and he spent the last 20 days, like, going to work. Like, it wasn't like he was the old man on the back end of the tour. Like, hey, man, they carried me to the shit. Leo was out there putting in the work he needed to put in to win him a World Cup. And it was like, I can't imagine the amount of pressure, like, going into an event where the entire world is watching you. Like, your entire country is watching you, of course, but like the entire world's watching you. And they're like, hey, man, if you do this, everybody in the world is going to say you are the best ever to do this thing you need to do. And if you don't do it, we're going to probably going to make fun of you. And then you made it to the final. So if you don't do it at the final, we're definitely going to shit on you now. Like, that amount of pressure going into the World Cup final, and him like 2 goals in the World Cup final, even though our boy Kylian Mbappe had a hat trick, and we can talk about that at a different time, at a different day. He gonna get one of these awards one of these years. But yeah, Leo did I can't imagine what that got to feel like. Like, you get to go home at the end of the day and be like, hey, like 80 million people think I'm that nigga. Obviously more than 80 million people, because more people than that watch that sport. And our fans,
probably in the billions there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. So I'm giving it to him.
To add on to what you're talking about too with Messi, just like you said, dominant throughout the tournament, goals and assists at every single game and every single level. I think the coldest thing from him that I saw this tournament though is like how he does the penalty kicks, where he doesn't like run up to the ball. He basically walks up to it.
Yep.
And he doesn't even kick the ball that hard, but it's just like everything about his body language and how he sets himself up. It fucks the goalkeeper off, so it's like the ball just rolls through the like past the net
every time.
That's it.
Every time.
And Yeah, we got an awesome final there where you had Messi versus Mbappe, and like the thing is with that matchup, and this is like super rare in sports, like you had like basically you had the GOAT out there versus the guy who was both like basically on track to be the next GOAT. And both of them were at the peak of their power at the same time. Like you never get to see that in sports. Like that's like getting like Jordan versus LeBron, and both of them are kicking ass in the finals or some shit.
Yeah,
that'll never fucking happen.
That's getting 97 Jordan with what 2007 LeBron,
2013 LeBron maybe. I don't know. Or 2007, maybe probably earlier on or something.
Yeah, so, before because if Mbappe goes the route he needs to go, his next World Cup he's going to be substantially better than he is now. Even though
which is crazy to think
you can get. Yeah, because the nigga's 23, which is absurd. Yeah, no, Messi was on some shit. I feel like watching soccer in the environment of the World Cup is a good way to like get an intro to soccer, because I was watching a bunch of bullshit games I didn't care about, and it's like, oh, okay, now I'm kind of learning the rules, but it means something for all these games. Like they need to win, and it's the best.
It's
right?
So like this the like so football on Sundays, like I think it's that's easy to walk into, right? Because every single time like everybody has a chance to win the game, and like you get it from that standpoint, I guess. But like in the World Cup, like one, like you recognize like no matter who was on the field, you're talking about the best players in the world are out there, right? Because it's at least the best players from that country. So every single person out there is a hero to somebody because they're like the best player from their country or one of the best players from their country. So that's easy to grasp. You get how come the crowd is into it, and like it's an awesome environment because like every single game is like somebody's Super Bowl. So World Cup is a great time to get into the sport. It's honestly hard to watch the rest of the sport for me. I'm not gonna sit here and like talk like I'm a soccer fan or some shit like that, but I do watch the World Cup every 4 years. So
it was great. I've picked my two teams. I'm a Manchester United and a PSG fan. Only reason I picked, not the only reason I picked PSG. Mbappe is my guy. Like since I watched the previous World Cup where Mbappe was going crazy, and it was like, hey, we got a 19-year-old black man from France. Man, we from France now.
France mighty black.
Hey, it was so easy to root for France when they
brothers,
was in their
brothers is there.
Hey, when they was in there booing, we went and watched it at Doyle's big soccer bar. They had the inside and outside packed the fuck out. And I heard boos for France, and I'm like, was that racially motivated? Hold on, nigga. Why do you like Argentina, Mr. Man from the North End? You probably got some French in you, bitch ass.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, France black as fuck. They didn't have Pogba playing. Paul Pogba was my guy before Mbappe came around. But that was incredible. But I got my teams picked. We PSG'd up. I got a PSG shirt upstairs already.
Easy. They got Jordan gear. Easy.
Hey, that's why I got it.
Easy.
I'm ready. I
like them go. Sixes they got, bro. It's just tough.
Exactly.
So isn't this shit like a lot of like purple and stuff too, or something like that?
This blue,
like blue and like maroon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one I got is like white and pink.
Ooh, nice. Fancy.
All right, you have Jamal.
Oh yeah, bet. I got Steph, man. Steph. People are starting to write Steph off, man. He's getting older. You know, he be dealing with injuries from time to time. He didn't play last year. Wait, no. Was Steph hurt last season? Well, the season before?
The season before this last one,
Yeah. He came back, man, because they went down 0-2 in the finals, right? Didn't they go down 0-2?
This finals?
Yeah, the last finals. Because I know they won at 6. Because I bet on them to win at 6. But did they lose the first 2 games?
I don't know. Is Tyrell talking to us?
Nah, he's talking to his accountant. But
like T.
I got Steph, man. He climbing up that ladder, man. I think Steph probably top 10 all time, just for like the way he's just like he revolutionized basketball, man. And you just see like the impact he's gonna have on basketball forever. Getting him another championship, and then like Steph surpassing like a lot of guys like in that top 10, man. Like I think Steph's probably like a top 10 guy now. I don't know if I want to put him ahead of like certain people, but like he keeps adding on to it. But even though they're struggling right now, but they gonna be there like the end of the year to try and contend for another championship. But I gotta go Steph.
I hear you. No, I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a special fucking run through the playoffs.
He was going the fuck off that run. He was doing some crazy shit in those playoffs, especially in the finals.
If you didn't win several $100 betting on them to win the finals, would he have been your athlete of the year?
He'd be a consideration still.
He'd be a no. All right, I got you. I'm just asking for clarity and understanding.
Hopefully next time hopefully when we do this next year, it could be Trevor Lawrence.
What's that going to take?
A bowl.
MVP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. If Trevor Lawrence makes a Pro Bowl, you might have him as athlete of the year, for being real.
Oh, he's getting to the Pro Bowl this year. You know, everybody don't play in the Pro Bowl.
It ain't even a Pro Bowl no more. It's a skills competition.
Yeah, it's that they've announced the 3 quarterbacks.
Whatever quarterback is not in the Super Bowl, Trevor's taking that spot.
You think he'll go?
Hell yeah, he better.
You think he'll take that spot over Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert's in the NFC.
AFC.
Oh wait, never mind. I think said Fields. Damn, Herbert didn't make the Pro Bowl?
No, they picked 3 quarterbacks. It was, I think, Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow.
So at least one of those is coming up.
Yeah. Unless it's Herbert in the Super Bowl.
Fuck no. Well, I don't know. I need a Pro Bowl Trevor Lawrence jersey, so we'll see.
If you buy a Pro Bowl jersey, I'm making fun of you until you die.
Oh, I almost brought like 2 Pro Bowl jerseys a couple years ago. That year when we had like 6 people went.
That's nasty work. How many of those people are still on the team?
Fuck you, bitch. It doesn't matter.
Is that none?
Fuck you laughing at, Blake. You got a better record than that.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about none of that. Good.
You are the most what the fuck are you laughing at, nigga? I know. Tomorrow we'll see somebody laughing like, excuse me, nigga?
Nah, man, nigga laughing a lot over there for a nigga that
I don't got a response, but I got something for you.
You ever seen your team host the conference championship trophy?
Oh, Jamal,
have you seen it either, Tyrell?
No. They've done it. I wasn't a fan,
smile.
but they've done it.
Oh yeah, you guys did go to the Super Bowl.
How about a Lombardi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you like them then? Did you like them then?
Yes.
You might care about that old shit. You can talk about shit from like 12 years ago.
My fault. What y'all done in the last 12 years?
It was 2009. It was a long time.
Anyways, man, what's this next category?
The next one is movie of the year. I will say I probably watched less movies this year than I've ever watched in a year.
Dude, I think so too.
Watching TV shows. So I'm just off the muscle. We taking it back home. Black Panther movie of the year, obviously. Obviously.
Me too.
I think to keep it real, I feel like I've only watched Marvel movies all year. Like I don't know what other movies I watched this year. I know I haven't went to the theaters for anything other than Marvel movies.
And y'all cheering the Mexican man beating up black people on movie. That's crazy.
Man.
Fuck it. Put me down for Wakanda Forever too. That shit was hard.
He put you down for Wakanda Forever before you even said anything.
He said me too. He said it right when you said it.
Okay, my bad. What was your movie of the year, Blake? We didn't got to talk about it.
No, go ahead. Talk about
We just reviewed the movie 3 weeks ago.
We did just review the movie.
Yeah,
I feel like it wasn't just a good superhero movie. It was just a good movie. Period.
Yeah,
that's why I think it kind of like separated itself from like.
I heard grown men crying in public, and if you hear grown men crying in public, it's an amazing movie. So that's all that matters.
I do recommend you got some time this holiday at home or whatever. Get on Rotten Tomatoes, look at their top ranked movies for this year. There's just some shit that like I was looking at. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check this out. This looks interesting, whatever. There's a lot of shit that got really high ratings this year, like a lot of 95,
I need to start
100,
man.
like that. So just some shit to go watch or whatever.
I want to start watching like one movie like a week.
Yeah, there's some shit that looks interesting. So I'm gonna definitely. My mom's here like this next week or whatever, so I'm gonna definitely be getting into some movies and TV bags and shit that I don't normally watch.
A lot of shit does look
I did
interesting.
That was it. Scream? Did Scream come back out this year?
Was that a show or a movie that came back?
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
There was a new Scream movie this year.
I know
right?
something Scream did come out this year. Yeah, I don't know.
I saw that.
Okay. All right. Mine was my movie of the year was Prey because I thought this was a very awesome and cool take on something. Yeah, we've seen a lot of. I think with the Predator movies, I've seen I don't know how many of them, But it was a very cool way to tell that story. I feel like they did a great job of showing Native American life at that period in time. It was also like again a good coming of age story, and I think I might be a sucker for those. With the young woman like trying to step into her own and trying to be like the war chief for her tribe or whatever. In the way she overcame the obstacles in front of her dealing with a fucking predator, like just no small feat. So yeah,
that was a good ass movie. That shit was tough.
Movie. Yeah. Shout out to Wakanda Forever though. That shit that was my best theater experience this year for sure.
I completely forgot about Prey. That was a good ass movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes like top movies of the year shit, and I forgot a lot of these movies came out. I also then I'm realizing I didn't watch so many fucking movies this year.
That's what I realized too.
Stuff that I was even like, oh, I can't. I'm gonna watch that when it comes out.
There's like an Aubrey Plaza like spy thriller movie or some shit. It's like up in the top. I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? Yep. Like I don't know if I've ever heard of this. Like
didn't know existed. X. Yeah.
Y'all ever seen like any like the Knives Out movies? Like because the second one's out now.
I've never seen any of those.
I haven't seen them either. I'm gonna probably watch those this weekend. Maybe tomorrow.
I've always wanted to check those out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to start dedicating time to movies because we'll watch shows and like binge a show. Won't even think about movies. And then when I'm playing a game, I'm not going to put a movie on because it's like I'm not going to be watching it.
I just watched All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix. That shit is tremendous. It's a World War I movie that's in German, so you got to read subtitles and shit. But that shit is fire. Again, another good one. You want to check some shit out.
Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once is one I've always heard good things about and haven't watched.
Yep, that one's doing crazy on there.
Yep. Yeah, I need to watch a lot of this.
Was the Mugen Train this year?
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train. That's on Netflix.
No, I'm talking about Mugen Train. I'm talking about Demon Slayer.
No, that wasn't this year.
That was
2020. Man.
Bullet Train's on Netflix. I saw that on there.
They spent so much money advertising that shit.
Sony has a deal with Netflix. I guess their movies are going to start coming to Netflix like 40 days after they come out.
Yeah, because Morbius is on there.
Oh.
Fuck y'all. All right.
I'm gonna watch that Sonic before I watch that.
I need to watch Sonic 2 because I did like the first
Sonic 2 5.
Is it? I need to watch Sonic 2. Sonic 1 was tough. I fucked with it.
Have either of y'all played the Sonic video game that just came out?
It was on sale for like $40. I almost get it. I think next time if I see it on sale, I might get it.
I heard good reviews about it. It just doesn't look interesting or good.
I went to GameStop today trying to see what they have for used games. They have shit for PS5.
All right, well, so TV show to end this off. I'm gonna go She-Hulk, man. You know, I like comic books. I like women. I like jokes and comedy, and it's got all of that, man. It was great, man. I like seeing Charlie Cox come back as Paul's at his name. That sounds like a porno name. Like low key, Charlie Cox. That's hilarious. Like nah, shout out to him though. I like seeing him come back as Daredevil. Man, it was like one of those Marvel shows where like people were complaining about it because like I think people just want like some super serious like world threatening women shit all the time, and like women and like yo man, like it was just they just had random ass episodes on there where fucking Meg Thee Stallion was suing somebody or somebody was suing Meg. Just all kind of just random shit on there, but I liked it a lot. That might be my favorite. It's probably my second favorite on the Marvel shows, but I liked it.
Why on the show too?
Say what?
Nothing.
You black bastard?
Was she lying on the show too?
Who was lying on the show?
Oh. Nah. Don't do that. We're watching the same trial.
I don't know what the fuck's going on in that trial. I don't
know. All right. My show of the year, my almost was going to be the season 2 of White Lotus, but I think Rap Shit was my favorite show of the year.
Rap Shit was really good.
Yeah, it was a new show, filmed hella well, acting was good, scenarios were good, had a blast. That was one of the few shows we like outside of I think that might have, Snowfall and Marvel and Rap Shit were like the only shows we covered every week on the show. So I'm gonna say Rap Shit is my show of the year.
That was a fun show. It was a really fun show.
And I can't wait for season 2 because I don't even know if these bitches go to jail or not.
One of them is.
You think she gonna snitch?
She's going to the slammer for sure.
The
Her man
other
already snitched.
That's true. She was kind of the point. She was the thief. Yeah. He was like, I just sold the money. She stole the money.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Yeah.
What you got, Blake?
Yellowstone season 5, man. Just a banger, bro. I don't know. I wish y'all would watch this fucking show. This show is so fucking good.
I see clips.
I need to watch that.
I see clips of Yellowstone and I want to watch it, but I know you were saying watch 1982 first to like.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you were saying to watch one before the other.
No, it just takes place before Yellowstone, but it doesn't take place before Yellowstone in the sense that you need to watch that for context when anything's happening in Yellowstone. All that it's 1883. All 1883 is telling you about is that is about the Dutton family, who's like, that's what Yellowstone is about them like going down the Oregon Trail to get their claim in Montana in the first place. And so it's sort of a period piece, but it's also kind of standalone in its own sense. And then 1923 is also about the Dutton family, but like 40 years after that. And those stories don't come up in Yellowstone. They're just about the foundation of the ranch itself and like the thing that they've been defending for like 5 seasons of the show. They're kind of filler, honestly.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. That was the reason I hadn't started Yellowstone yet, because I was like, I'm not trying to watch this other thing first.
Oh my god!
But like, get into both first.
The show is fucking epic, dude. Like it's crazy. Yeah. And there's who's like a really like hateable character from a TV show you can think
of? Gemma from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Negan from The Walking Dead.
All right.
The one of the husbands from the first season of White Lotus. I don't know if you've seen them, but awful person.
I haven't watched season 2.
Joffrey, hateable person.
Fuck Joffrey.
Who not the nigga that was torturing Theon. Ramsey Bolton. Awful person. Yeah, those type of people.
All right, so they got at least this. I'm not trying to give nothing away, but like there's 2 characters in at least as they exist in season 5 who are like, one's like Joffrey if he was like chaotic good, and then one's like Joffrey if he was like cowardly chaotic bad. And
cowardly chaotic bad.
Yes. And getting them to like the two, they know each other, they coexist, and they fucking hate each other. They've hated each other their entire lives. And it's just some of the best character building that I've ever seen in anything. Like, the show is fucking tremendous. And Kevin Costner is John Dutton, just knocks it out of the park every single time he's on the screen. He has these long fucking monologues where like he pours like these glasses of whiskey where the shit is like up to fucking here, and he's just like talking and like ripping somebody the fuck apart. He's the goddamn governor of Montana in the current season, and his whole entire plan is that I'm not going to do shit while I'm off because this state is changing too much and I'm trying to stop all this. It's so good. The show is just tremendous.
Yeah, no, this sounds like something I need to watch. You just described House of Cards to me, low key, and that's always something that's in my
and you got like the whole underbelly of like the fucking ranch will do whatever the fuck it takes to protect the ranch, including killing motherfuckers and dumping them over this fucking cliff they call the train station and just hiding the bodies. And the town is so small, and the people that come to work on the ranch have no family or history or shit like that, so nobody comes looking for them either. And just, oh my god, the show is tremendous.
Yeah, I need to start watching that.
Yeah,
the clips always look good. I seen some shit. I seen a clip where somebody was some of the dudes from the gang were getting fucked with while they were at some bar. Went home and told everybody, and then like backed a truck up with a bull in the back
and let it out in the bar.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, when I seen that, I was like, yeah, I need to watch this. This is absurd.
They're on some shit on there.
It gives me like Sons of Anarchy energy, but just
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's very much along those lines, but it's just about like a fucking cattle ranch. Like,
yeah, no, I'm gonna check that out. Have either of you started watching the new season of Last Chance U at all?
Yes, today I've got the episode 2, I believe.
Okay, I started watching the first episode today.
That first season was my shit.
They got this dude on there named like Demetrius or something. Like, oh my god, I can't get in the game or whatever. He's like this like pretty ass light skinned dude though. Like, he's just been a fucking issue the entire time. I don't even think he's that good, honestly. They have another dude named like Shamar Shamor Moore or something like that. He
Not
was like, bro,
not Shamar Moore, but Shamor Moore.
something. Yeah, he was like, man, bro, I was just like, it was either the streets or basketball. I'm like, when he says it, like, you believe it. But he's fucking cold. Every time they play him, he's like Jordan Poole. He be fucking pulling.
They got one nigga on there that looks like fucking like middle of the prime Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like the nigga with the afro and the big ass beard.
He played at UW.
Who is that?
Is it something like Pin Walker or something? He got a double last name, but he played at UW. Then he wasn't getting what he wanted at UW, so he transferred to LSU, and then he became ineligible at LSU and got kicked off the team. Had to get sent home. Now he ended up at East LA Community College.
Okay. I can't wait to dive into this season because that coach is a hilarious person.
Yeah, he said you over here acting like I don't have 17 other choices besides you. Like, I was like,
oh no. Okay, he might be letting the TV get to him. Okay, he wasn't talking like that in the first season.
No, he wasn't.
Not at all.
You got some groupies now.
Jesus Christ. All right.
We done gone long. I don't know. We might probably maybe back next week. Maybe not. I don't know what the fuck going to look like, but no pressure.
Next Friday is the day before New Year's. Yeah, we can make some work.
Maybe that means New Year's Eve.
No, Saturday's New Year's Eve. It's the day before New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah, next week's my long weekend, so I don't care. Just let me know.
Oh, of course you.
I got a 4-day weekend next week. Oh man, I'm not doing shit.
May or may not be on here. I don't know. We'll see. We might holler at you. If we don't, Happy New Year. But Merry Christmas for sure.
Oh yeah, happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all that, man. Whatever you celebrate.
Do y'all know a single person who celebrates Kwanzaa?
Me. I'm about to start this year.
All right. So no. I don't know.
I knew somebody in the middle
Moja Habarigani.
Oh, hey, shout out to you, Blake.
Yeah,
fuck you, Darrell.
Okay.
Nah, man.
Fuck you, bye.
Peace.